Welcome back to Dark Skies. This is episode 7, titled Death to Death. And yeah, again, last session didn't matter. This one's great, though. The group has coordinated through text to meet at the 7th Hell regarding a certain little annoying, very, very toxic, and very, very elusive artificial intelligence known as the Reaper. That being said, you all head on to the Seventh Hell, arriving there around 6ish, which, as you know, is right about when the shift changing kind of commences. So it'll be relatively quiet as you kind of pile in. Hungry, since you're kind of setting the scene here, is there anywhere in particular in the Seventh Hell you want to set up? VIP room would probably be afforded to you. The manager, or rather the owner, is not currently on site today. It's a Thursday. No, it's a Friday. Yeah, he probably off doing his own thing party.
Yeah, VIP room.
Okay. The scene is very similar to how you had it last time, except that there's actually people in the bar, and as you're kind of moving in, still relatively quiet in the space, you would note that the bartender is someone who you haven't seen before in your time kind of maneuvering around the space and hanging out here over the past few. It's a woman. She's kind of wearing, kind of very kind of urban flash attire. Looks like she has a tool hand with all different kind of attachments that look like they're kind of bartender tools. She has a very sharp look to her, shock of pink hair, and just a very kind of serious face. And she kind of looks at you like, she doesn't know who you are, but she sees security handling you like you're somebody important. And so she just kind of pays it no mind. She's talking to a individual who you picked up the name of over time, a rocker boy named Grace Steele. It seems these two are talking. They stop for a second for this barkeep to kind of barkeep. What are we playing? For the bartender to acknowledge you, and then kind of moves back to the conversation. Just saying, you could have taken it easy, Grace. You didn't need to bust their arm. And if you kind of head off and not pay attention to the conversation, you can head on to the VIP room.
Yeah, I don't want to eavesdrop.
Okay. So you're not picking up a drink?
No, not tonight.
All right. They continue bantering. Rest of the group kind of spills in over time. You know where you're supposed to...
Actually, I had intended and I had messaged...
Oh, you're with him.
I wanted to show up earlier because I want to know all of the details about why he thinks what he thinks.
Okay. Well, then yeah, you're on the scene. Similar situation, except Grace probably wasn't there when you got there. But yeah, new bartender, you don't know her. Or rather, she looks like she's not new, but again, new person to you, new face. But yeah, you two are in the VIP room. If you want to go ahead and sort that conversation out now.
I was going to talk to the barkeep. Hey, where's Hungry?
He isn't here yet. You said you were right early.
Oh, no. I thought he was... Okay, never mind. Yeah, then I'll get a drink from there, and then I guess I'll wait for him in the VIP room. So he's right. Yeah. You're arriving right at 6 then, Joe?
You said you were going to arrive early.
Yeah. Right on time, right at 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, then I guess I'm there early. Never mind then.
So you're in the VIP room waiting for him. And then, yeah, like I said, so the exchange would basically go 550, 552. Reggie comes in, talks to the new bartender. She says he's not here yet. According to she kind of looks at the computer and kind of acts like she knows who you're talking about, but you're not sure she does, and then sends you off to the VIP room. The security guards, who you recall are the Animals crew, let you in to the VIP room. And then Hungry, you come up, you hear that start of the conversation, and then you head on up. And then the rest of you kind of spill in. The scene's gotten a little bit thicker by, a few minutes after. So there's a couple of people at the bar, but it still seems that the bartender is giving this individual, who, again, most of you have learned by this point, if you've spent any time drinking at the Seventh Hell or anything in this, in between, you would know this is Grace Steele, and she's a rocker boy who kind of just shreds actually. But yeah, if you mosey up to the bar, the barkeep will get you your drinks. You'll kind of overhear them talking, and Grace will say, "Yeah, they'll think twice, though. I mean, all in all, um, people can arm wrestle easy enough, but situation like that shows up in the actual streets. I mean, better to have happened in a small little scrap than out there. And Marianne, or sorry, the bartender whose name you don't know yet, but she probably has a name tag. Probably says Marianne on her tag. Kind of wanders around and starts, getting you your drinks and getting other people their drinks, and says, "Yeah, Hungry's upstairs. Feel free to make your way up. Security knows you." It's kind of,
Is this comped?
you've got the VIP. It's got
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
drinks and bottle service.
Can I get 2?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, service.
Do me a favor next time. Just lead with that. Would have been easier to make them both at the same time. She gets
She
to
comes back to the bar with a full glass.
yeah, set you up the second one. Anybody else get anything?
Oh yeah, I'm drinking.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
more than I should.
As soon as they say bottle service, Mooney's like, I'll take a bottle of whiskey.
Reaches back, grabs it, sets it down. Let Hungry know that's 1 of 3.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh.
And takes the bottle and sort of like looks it over, and then gives the bartender a tip of his hat and heads up to the VIP room. Oh, and he grabs a glass on his way up.
Yeah.
What does the bartender look like?
So she is probably about 5'8". Looks like she's got a few different kind of real skin patches on her arms. She has a tool hand, which looks like it has a number of tools kind of connected on the back side that are like bartender tools. Like a larger spoon for the pinky and other such stuff. She's kind of wearing just urban flash kind of chic, really bright kind of like bikini top with a lacy kind of blue lacy kind of like coverall over top, like a shirt with like a really low cut neck, bright pink hair, and she's got a watch.
Okay. Hey, Gorge, can I get an icicle energy drink?
Yeah.
Thanks.
She reaches underneath, opens up a little mini fridge, and then sets the drink out. And then very quickly, as she's got the refrigerator open, says, "Do you want a second one? Your friend heading up ordered 2. I guess it's going to be a long meet."
I'll take another one. Thanks.
Boom. You got it.
You never know with these guys.
Yeah.
Heads up.
Everybody kind of maneuvers in. Anybody else want to interact?
What's the room look like that we're in?
If you're going up in the VIP room, it's really just kind of sleek, leather, little synth leather seats.
She said something about breaking someone's arm outside.
Grace did.
Glass of ice water for me, miss. Rough crowd tonight.
Oh no, not so much. Yesterday, yeah, there was, if you were or eavesdropping, yeah. Points over at Grace. It's her story to tell. It's her story to tell, and Grace goes, "Yeah, just a little bit of a scuffle with young punk kid."
Sorry to hear it. Hang tough.
Yeah, well, not me, them.
Well, even still.
All right.
And I'll mosey up after the people I recognize.
Everybody heads up on in, and once you kind of get up there, you all sit around. It's basically like it's a booth setup. 2 kind of booths, kind of just near each other. 2 small separate tables. Decanter full of ice already with whatever bottle Hungry would have asked for to initiate, and then the bottle of whiskey that Chaz's character's bringing up. Table's yours.
Are
X-
there? Sorry.
I was just gonna say when X walks in and sees Hungry, he'll lift up both drinks and be like, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad you could all make it. That's a very important job tonight. It's personal.
Are we alone in the VIP?
Yeah.
No security or anything like that.
So there's no security on this floor. The security will be directly beneath you. And the only way up into this space is either through the security door that leads up the stairs to this space, and then there's a single door on the far side that can only be opened on this side by a guest. So if someone's going to go out that door to go to the bathrooms, they can, but there's already a bathroom inside the VIP space as well. There's also a bar right outside that door. If you wanted to open it, call over the bartender to bring you something, you could do that.
Okay.
Nice.
So how's everybody doing tonight?
I just smirk at you.
Swell, Chairman.
After that job we pulled the other night, I feel great. Went off without a hitch.
Yeah, that's how we like to do things. By the book. This job I got tonight, it's gonna pay $2,000 a head. Got some information about possible copies of the Reaper program being made at the facility down by the docks. Were we able to gather any more information on this area? Cameras that might be in operation, anything like that?
I would look towards X and Assurus.
And the quick drop off for that will be that there are no security systems that were able to be tampered from this distance. You'd have to be on site.
Do we even know like what type of facility it is?
So it's a dock. It typically functions as a means for Biotechnica to move materials into Watson throughout all foods distributors and vending machines therein. So basically, it comes up from the south of Night City along the coast, moves on through, parks here. Everything gets deposited into the city this way.
Did you ping by any means, John?
Oh, I can do it now.
Sorry.
The location, to your knowledge, does have a bus route that goes past it. It does have a hotel nearby, a Notel motel, or Notel hotel. It also has a couple of different other dockside functions, like warehouses and other things you'd kind of expect to see on the waterfront. And just north of it is a bit of Chinatown and also a bit of their market area near the Ho, just north of your location. Or that
Is this Tiger Claw territory?
It is technically Tiger Claw territory, yeah, but the piers are not. They don't roam where corpos are heavy.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't really have any fancy plans or anything like that. Figure we scout the place out, get eyes on it, come up with something, see if we can get in there and find any proof of this Reaper program being mass produced or remade there.
We feel pretty good that that's what took Gabby, right?
We know, yeah.
Yeah.
What all do we know about this program? It's being mass produced in this dock. What else? Anything else?
We know, thanks to Azuris, that the program can take control of people with neural links. Somehow it has a means of copying itself.
And once you're infected with it, trying to get rid of it isn't easy. You can, it could easily flatline you once it's done, using you for its strange purposes.
How do you get it? Like, how are you infected with it?
Shard.
It tried to grab me when I was in the server room of the apartment we were in. A little too fast and a little too good for it, though.
Right on.
So
Sure
out of
I'm a little
care,
more insulated this time too.
Needs a direct connect.
so you like if I hooked up to that brain dance deal, right? Or if I plugged in physically into the
Yep.
right,
Or,
okay.
or remember how the people you saw at the bar had the shards in them?
A shard, yeah. So Asuras would relay that.
You kind of see Reggie grab the back of his neck, just kind of feeling something, just thinking. So people are just chipping in and dying. Is that what you're telling me?
Well,
Why would Gabby come and That doesn't make any sense.
they're not dying right away.
Oh,
they're
fuck,
committing
the
arson
game.
first. What?
She was getting me that game. That's right. Oh,
Yeah, there was
fuck.
an email on that server about that one of those Adams weirdos having run into some kind of hurdle or hiccup or something when he was copying that. So yeah, it was probably that game.
What game?
Game Gabby. No, I want it.
Was it Elflines?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Well, I mean, it was kind of a joke. I didn't think anyone played Elflines anymore. It's remarkably uncool.
It's a classic. You probably don't get it.
No, I love
mean-
it. I'm just saying, it just...
From what I can tell, it's getting a little hot now. Eh?
We can all agree it's a good game.
Eh?
So, Chairman, the plan, are we guns blazing, shooting down the joint, or is there hardware in there we need to be aware of?
I don't know what the hell they got in there. I know we're gonna scout the place out first. See if we can get a good look at what we're walking into.
Quick question on a character. Are
Mhm.
they... Is this literally a game that you were trying to get? Is this real? Or
Yeah,
is this
that's
a
true.
joke?
I think John just used it as a plot device.
So,
for-
real quick, just to make sure everybody's connected, and Elflines is fine as the
Okay.
the
yeah.
I didn't actually name the game, but it was supposed to be like a up-amped kind of system. So possibly for like more realistic Elflines.
Okay.
For people who are nostalgic for it and wanted to see it in like new graphics. It's like the Skywind or Skyblivion of our era. Anyway, definitely not the Diablo remastered because the corporation's not doing it. That said, Gabby was last seen 2 days prior to the game starting. Gabby went to go and meet with a contact to purchase a game for Reggie. Since it's kind of black market material, this wasn't like crazy or unexpected, and she disappeared. They started a search for her and have been searching for her ever since. And when they got to the morgue, they found her body. They also had contact information from Bev, also known as Wednesday, between Bev and Jez.
Jez Styles, yeah.
Jez and Gabby regarding the transaction. Jez, who was already Corpo, was trying to get Gabby the game.
Do I know what corp?
Biotechnica.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, Jez wasn't Biotechnica. Jez was killed by a Biotechnica exec, who was also killed in the riot fire.
Hungry tells me Biotechnica,
That's right.
right?
Yeah, I think they got a lot to do with this.
Wait, but Jess was Jess working for Biotechnica at this time? Does anybody know?
But you just said no,
Out of character.
right?
You want to library search it?
I thought we knew.
Yeah, I mean, you if you don't know out of character, then obviously you don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah,
I
John,
knew she was corporate
You
starter,
could-
but I
you
didn't.
could phone a friend.
Which one?
That's his daughter in Militech.
Elizabeth, did you take notes?
So she did, and she did write in the
me
chat
see.
Jez
Cheat
is
helped us
daughter
by
of
cheating.
It's all
Militech.
Biotechnica's fault. I
Okay,
think
Militech.
this is a ploy.
Major
I don't
Styles is
My
Jez's mother, and Jez was not working for Militech. She was working for a security firm.
Okay.
But I think it's Biotechnica.
No, you don't.
So
'Cause
far.
they would correct you then.
They would correct me? Okay, cool. So Militech.
So
or
you can
Biotech.
try and murder Elizabeth's character.
I mean, there's a very simple trope that my character is doing right now.
Fair.
You know,
Be
Loves
grumpy.
old video games. Loves to kill.
And people who might have messed with his
Everyone?
girlfriend.
Oh, Gabby's the girlfriend. Is your girlfriend?
Yeah.
we're
Wait,
gonna run
I
away
don't
with
understand.
Bruce.
Who's Gabby? Who is she to you? Why are you so you seem to be really emotionally involved in this gig.
Gabby was the best thing in this fucking city. Literal angel in Nice City.
Ah, I see.
I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down.
Mm.
Easy killer.
You would really honestly, he's like been really cool and just like he does not cared about anything really. If you've seen, I don't think you've met him before, but
Yeah.
he's actually fired up about this. He's actually invested. It means something. It's more than just Eddie's.
Asher's was with us on our first trip.
Yeah.
But I don't think I knew that it
You're
was
sick.
about your.
You wouldn't
Right.
have.
I would know,
Only
or I
hungry.
wouldn't know.
Would not.
There's a lot more.
Yeah, I
to-
wouldn't. Now I know. Now I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
Cool.
All right, yeah. So that's the plan I got. We're gonna go look at the place, see what it looks like. Probably take Mooney's car or van.
X will look a little sad at the prospect of taking a car instead of the food truck, but he won't say anything.
You are like your character's super skinny, right?
Oh yeah.
Thought so. Don't you in
Chairman-
real life eat like a ton of food and gain no weight? Isn't that just you? Yeah. Oh, I
mean,
remember.
less so now.
You fucker. Piece of shit.
Chairman, you mentioned the boat. I don't know if it's necessarily going to not draw many eyes.
Oh, what kind of boat you get?
It's well armed, so to speak.
Mooney pipes up and says, "I've never been on a boat."
Let me tell you, it's great.
It's a nice boat for sure.
Hey,
Not the fastest tub, but
I don't
could
really-
make some noise.
I don't really know what the security and on this place is gonna be like. What it's gonna look like out front. I was kind of thinking it could be a backup plan in case we had to come in through the water.
If you like, I can bring it upriver. Meet you at the area.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Just
What?
try to remain inconspicuous, you know. They catch you, somebody says something, just make something up.
I mean, there's no laws against having weapons. It's, wow, look at those weapons. But yeah, you got it, boss.
And we'll stay in contact just in case. Maybe you see something we don't from out there.
Any of you lot should come with me, or
I'd like to go with you. Just gonna be looking at this site.
We're all gonna go.
Yeah, Reggie, you go with them just in case things get hairy out there.
You don't think I'm needed anywhere else, do you?
Nah, we'll be alright. The rest of us will stick together for the most part.
Wait, where are
Three
you guys
of you-
going? Wait. So he's going.
how
with
are
the
you
boat.
guys going?
Oh.
The Mooney Mobile. He's got a mystery machine we can all hop in.
I'm assuming he's driving his car, so he's probably got 4 seats.
So he's driving and you're taking a boat. I'm probably gonna go by car. I'm sorry.
Maybe
That's fine.
We're all
Maybe
going to the same place.
maybe it makes sense for one of the net runners to be on either one. That way, there's something we can access from either direction. We got a plan, and the boat's a lot more fun than a car. I don't know you, and I don't know your car, but I'm just making an assumption.
You. That's right. You rode with the other Nomad. That was a fun car too.
I mean, rode a Nomad vehicle once. It was fun, not boat fun. Now, if you were taking the food truck, then that's the one I would choose. Wait, your car doesn't have like an oven in it, does it? Stove? Synth?
Microwave?
Lettuce.
All right, taking the boat.
Food.
So how will we get from the boat? So we'll have to dock.
No,
It
two
just seems-
two authorities. We're not actually engaging yet. We're just scoping the place out. We're going to scope it out from the water, and we're going to scope it out from the land. Since it's a water-based location, like it's a dock, we're going to have two eyes on it.
The physical
That's the
place
plan.
is a dock.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Right. But like, how close can you get to it?
Great questions. These are
Reasonably. I'm not gonna ride along the thing, but
these are wonderful questions. You know how best to answer them?
in
By
character.
asking the player,
Or
Or-
doing.
which is what I'm doing.
Or you go. You go look.
It was doing. I should have known.
Oh,
That's on me,
crazy.
gang. I'm sorry.
I
It's
thought
a-
a base plan would have been like,
Oh, Elizabeth just sauced you all. She said, "Ask Elizabeth."
That's corpo speak.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
I'm turning on Elizabeth.
Biotechnica burns this whole motherfucker down. Oh, got him. Good sassiness. I appreciated that. That was dope. Anyways, back on target. So it looks like X will be rolling with Guinea. They'll be heading down south to the boat and then heading back up the canalway up to Pinewood Pier, which is the location we're going to. And then everyone else is just going to mosey on into the vehicle, drive from 7th Hell across the bridges again, make your way up to that portion of Watson, and just go drive past it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then once we're
I'll
both
do
up,
the.
we'll
If
be
that's
able to,
all,
like,
if that's the only thing they're doing with the car, just driving around like past it, I'm gonna go on the boat. I want to go where I can see the
You're
most.
so difficult.
I know I am. That's why I'm asking these questions, because I'm
But-
trying to decide which.
But we already kind of cleared that, and so
It's
we're
fine.
already split.
I'll go by car. We're at car. We're at car.
So inside
But that's
of
what I was trying to roleplay.
inside of the Mooney Mobile, we're gonna have the driver being Mooney, obviously. Who's in the front seat with him?
Probably hungry, right?
Who's the-
Reggie.
Reggie. Okay.
I'd be cramped up in the back.
And then Asurus and it's just like the startup of the video game.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
God.
say.
You get in there, it's like Dexter Deshawn's just large and in charge. I love that shit. And then the other two, you get into Guinea's car. I assume the Land Rover, right?
I took the Land Rover here. We're doubling back for the boat.
Cool. It'll be a little while for you.
I can't drive a boat to 7th Hill
I'd like for you,
yet.
though, since you are moving through certain territory where I've done some shit over the last few days, pick
Okay.
a representative for your group and roll a d10.
Tom, go ahead and take it.
Oh God,
You're representing.
8.
A fine roll.
A stellar enough travel through Night City, but for the other group, as you're making your way along the waterfront, you basically just get on that road that kind of wraps. It's Pinewood, actually, I believe, and make your way around. As you're doing so, you would notice that there's a pretty decent sized boat kind of moving underneath the bridges and kind of heading in the same general direction as your movement. You lose sight of it for a bit, a couple of times, especially when you kind of get into the building ways to move into that back area of Pinewood. But when you kind of come around to the location, and again, this is a different angle than you'll be seeing it, but try and use your imaginations as it is later in the evening. The Pinewood docks, the main one that you're kind of looking at, looks like it has a couple of warehouse structures kind of built onto it, not technically visible in this image, but that large dock is the main one that we'll be dealing with. At the very far side of it, there's just, kind of small food vendors and the like. It does look like there are construction workers kind of present off to the right side. And on the left side, it looks like there are some people just milling about. You actually see individual in kind of like a bright orange kind of kimono or kind of like monk's robe going through like an instructional kind of like dance, and there are these corpo suit types that are kind of following along with the instructor.
Nice.
The security on the pier here, it appears to be Arasaka. They don't look like they're heavily armed, like they don't look like they're up-armed Arasaka, but it looks like they are the ones who are kind of present on this specific dock. And as you're kind of watching from the road kind of moving, you would see that the large boat appears to be moving to settle basically in the that space between on the right. It's docking on the right side of the pier. The boat has no markings that you can kind of tell. If none of you are nautically trained, I presume that's the case. You can attempt to roll just an education roll. It might have been taught to you in some sort of school or function.
This was the car team?
Car team.
Oh.
You'll know right away when you see it, but you're not there yet.
So just education in
Yep.
general?
Education. There is an education skill in the education slot. So, Asuris, you've been from here to LA. You've kind of made your way around. Probably some of that was done on water. What you would notice is that the vehicle in question, the boat, is a transport ship. And based on your kind of tie-in with X and the prologue, you know that a server system is being transported through this space that is strong enough to carry the AI in full.
So that kind of pings is like, oh, this could be it?
That boat's probably the boat, yeah.
That's like the source, like the server?
Like they're going to try and use the server for something, possibly maneuvering or moving themselves out of Night City.
Okay, so that information pings to everyone's communicator. Wait, does Mooney have a communicator?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, he does have an agent.
But he has to physically look at it and stuff.
Yeah, he has 0 implants at all, like 0 chrome.
But he's a driver, like, so I mean, like, he's like a badass. He can do
Don't
like that.
Text and drive.
It's clipped onto the dash.
Does he have a dash clip, Chad?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, dude, hell yeah.
Okay.
How could he not?
I mean, how did he know how to get here? He had to have the sat nav, all that shit.
That's good. At least we're on the right track. Do we know how long this boat is going to be here for? Any kind of manifest, shipping, whatever's?
I don't think from the car we're close enough to where I can tap in. Maybe if there's like a side terminal somewhere.
Go ahead and make a perception roll. Meanwhile, the boat, as you're kind of making your way up the waterfront, you would notice that there does appear to be a bit of strangeness kind of in and around this section of the water. And as you're kind of moving around to see underneath that very large kind of building / bridge, you would see that there are a number of NCPD boats that are kind of just floating around what appears to be kind of like a small, just slowly dying fire that's kind of, from what you can tell, actually burning at such a hot pulse that it's burning underneath the water and it's just coming up out of the water. So they're kind of surrounding that and kind of like keeping a effectively wagon circle around it with boats, though.
I give that a wide berth, but otherwise I'm not really rubbernecking.
Okay.
Minding my business, driving my gunboat.
For a second there, you do see that they move floodlights on you and kind of keep an eye on you. But they don't do anything. Probably think better of it seeing the armaments.
Yeah, we don't need to fight them. They're just doing their jobs. Yeah, we crossed the bay.
Yeah, if you didn't have guns, they probably would have fucked with you and probably tried to get like a fine out of you for some bullshit jurisdictional kind of law,
Right.
but nothing you're
Cops,
not
man.
used to. Yeah, they're cops, and it's what the NCPD is going to do. But you start making your way on up, and
Did you say NPC PD? 'Cause
and
I like that a lot.
NPC PD.
That's very good.
I didn't say that, but I did say
You
that.
will now.
So yeah, if you make it up that way, you'd see the boat. And so what you would know is that not only is it a storage container ship that, not a very large one, but a storage container ship that probably would have, carried a decent amount of stuff. There's no storage containers on top in like the slots where they should be. And it doesn't look like except for one, which is chained to the center of the ship. And so what you're thinking is that whatever they're moving, it's not on the books. Just like you and your fleet. Like, you don't register with people when you dock. You just do your shit.
Wait, whatever they're moving is not what?
On the books.
But documented.
Oh. Okay. So in the chat, there was an exchange between Reggie and Asuras, and it seems like she's getting help from him to look for a public terminal. I don't know if he's allowed to help me look.
Yeah, he can. Now, me and Zach actually discussed this. What page was it again for this?
Oh, hell. Come on.
Helping?
Uh-huh. Do you know what page it's on? New system. New rule. What was it called? Do you remember the name of it?
It was like complementary rules.
Complement.
That's what I'm using as a search term. Damn it. It was in actions. Yes, page 130.
Oh, that pinged my head off. 130. Okay. Complement. So, complementary skill checks are where the use of one skill directly affects the use of the subsequent skill. At the GM's discretion, a good roll in one skill may confer a +1 bonus to a subsequent use of the related skill. So, he is going to go ahead and make a perception roll. If he rolls well enough, he will grant you a +1.
Ain't bad.
Yeah, so 14 is exactly what you needed to be able to spot what I was going to tell you about. It was DV13, so well done. Good job. Reggie's kind of like pointing over there. I think I see one over that food kiosk over on the pier next to the one that's socked up. Yeah, you'll probably have to drive back around and kind of park because you can't just turn around in the middle of the street. Kind of have to do one of the block runs.
I mean, Mooney can. What are you talking about?
No. The video game very much allows for you to break traffic laws, but pro tip, probably not a good idea. Right in front of a bunch of Saka soldiers that you want to kind of not alert. So, yeah, if you mosey on back around and park over by that dock, you would see that the Tai Chi is kind of finishing up. And everyone's kind of like, drinking from their bottles of water and kind of like, talking to each other, Corpo style. You see that there's like 2 or 3 kiosks kind of along the side. One's a 25/7, which is basically just like they sell scream sheets, magazines, other just miscellaneous shit. And then there's 2 food kiosks. One looks like it's a buck a slice vendor or vending machine, and then the other one is the I always forget the name of the ones that have AI. I can't remember.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What kind of food is it? What are you talking about? You said bucket slice of pizza.
So it's a vending service. Like, it's just like a box that can automatically make bucket slice pizza and coffee.
Okay.
Cyberpunk 2077.
I was actually thinking about that earlier. Like, the bucket slice is like the most popular food brand in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Vendit booths.
On fire searching that book today.
I layout is awful, though.
It is. Oh, I
Please,
won't stop
Liz.
talking about it. I keep
Please.
trying not to.
Hardtail, sorry, we love your game, but god damn it.
Hire an editor.
Hire an editor. Anywho.
Are we parking, or are we just getting a layout?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Elizabeth
we'll
knew the
pull
page
them
we were
park.
looking for earlier.
Oh,
Pull
son
them
of a
park
bitch.
at the terminal.
Okay, so you walk past the individuals. I'd like for everybody who's currently present on the car team to go ahead and make a human perception roll as you're walking past the folks.
Do we all have to walk past? I figure I'd probably stay.
Oh, stay in the car. If you're staying in the car,
he's definitely staying with the car.
If you're staying in the car and watching them move, you can go ahead and make that human perception roll anyway.
Okay. What's that under?
Social.
Social. I like that they differentiate the perceptions.
Hungry, you get a vibe from these people. It's kind of off. Like, they're corpo types, but what the fuck are they doing down here? Like, this is not bad, but it's not nice by any stretch of the imagination. You would notice that there's 5 of them, kind of just like dressed in kind of corpo garb. And the monk or the teacher of this class or what have you is also odd to you because you know that most of the kind of monks in Night City swear off of Chrome. Like, they don't like it. In fact, like, some people who are really horrible people will force them to get Chrome against their will just to make them kind of like have problems with their religious aspects. This guy appears to have what looks like a Neuralink and shard slots on his neck. It does look like he is slotted up too.
I would yeah,
That's funny.
I'm imagining we're all on comms together, like the agent.
Hollow.
Reggie, these 5 cats hanging around, they probably helping to guard the place. I get bad vibe from them. Just keep an eye on them. If they make any sudden movements, we'll be out there having your back.
What do you think their corporate affiliation is? Well, we can do a reverse lookup on their faces.
I don't know anything about that. Maybe Osiris can.
I don't have a connection to NCPD, the NCPD rosters. What about you, X?
I'm on a boat.
Well, yeah,
Sorry.
but I can scan.
No.
We can scan their face.
No, that wasn't a I'm saying no. That was a statement of clarity.
Yes. It's on a boat.
X is vibing on the boat. I'm going to assume that I don't have a connection to...
Well, if you want to turn around and get close
No.
to those NCPD cruisers, you can.
The
Not
cruisers,
at the moment. Maybe later.
I thought they were more in the Bay Area down here.
Yeah, I know. I said you want to go back. Is what I'm saying.
Oh. No, we're aiming for the big red reticle, right?
Yeah, you're going to pass by it here any second. And they're going to make it to that kiosk. So you'll be able to plug and play at your leisure, Osiris. For the 2 on the boat, looking at the craft that you're passing by, what you'll notice is it is quite large, quite big indeed. I'm going to shift us here for a second. It is not the right direction. I can fix that real quick. Hold on. I can try to fix that real quick. Hold on.
I don't think it's a big deal.
It's kind of.
Okay.
John's gonna lose his shit if it doesn't.
If it's a big deal, fix it.
So, John, while they were doing Tai Chi and practicing, did the guys look like I know quite a bit about martial prowess? Did they look layman? Like, was I able to see?
Oh, no. Tai Chi is not always just for, like.
It can also be exercise or
It looks like it was for the stress.
Like,
okay.
Corporate mandated exercise.
Yeah.
Nice.
One of those, like, late evening shift. Do your stretches so we don't get fined.
Right. That 100%. Okay, why is my computer being this difficult right now? Is it because
Those goddamn net runners.
Reaper.
It's probably those goddamn netrunners. So you would see that there are a number of people on the dock, quite a few. But the main thing that you're kind of focusing on here, and I'm getting you, GM, boat time. Add token layer, and why is that guy out in the water?
Swimming. Remember what I said? I don't like to come unprepared. You said that makes one of us, and this makes a lot of sense.
How dare you call me out in front of everyone?
It is very funny to do.
It's easy too. That's the problem.
Easy. I wasn't gonna say it was easy, but it is.
Easy as fuck. Okay, so you can see that there's large open kind of doors. These warehouses are very makeshift. They don't look like they are permanent structures on the pier. The boat in question kind of has saddled alongside. You're not actually there. You're kind of looking at it from the right side. So if you'd want to be on that side, you'd have to kind of swarm in, which is why I put your tokens on that far side there. That's I just put the boat there for reference, size-wise.
Is this Guinea's boat?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So you would see that there are turrets, Militech-style turrets, settled one on top of the captain's cabin and one on the bow. There are a couple security officers who are unchaining whatever this thing is. And it looks like there is a leader, a person who appears to be directing traffic, holding a tab in their hand, kind of, pointing here and there, go, 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 kind of stuff. This is all you're able to make out from that angle. It looks like the boat is heavily defended, which makes sense. It was traveling on the water. Got to protect it.
Are these the turrets you were talking about?
Yep.
Okay.
The other thing you'll notice from this vantage point is all along the roof of the these little warehouses, it's like corrugated tin, but you would see that there are these small little, like, almost like softball-sized fidget spinners, for lack of a better way of describing them. Just kind of laying, like dozens of them, kind of just laying on the roofs. All in all, probably somewhere about 100 or so of these things just kind of laying all over the roofs.
I don't know what to make of what you just said, but okay.
X is on the scene. You can go ahead and make a cyber-tech roll if you'd like, X, if you've got it trained.
What is that under?
Technique. Mini drones. There are mini drones. There's about 50 of them. They're probably, so mini drones are typically used for like light shows. Like a good number of mini drones are actually used in a lot of points in Night City to create the massive banners that kind of float over Night City. In some cases, some are actually just projected from the ground up. But they look like they're just like, small drones that are probably used to kind of create displays.
Yes. I don't want to draw too much attention to myself, but I haven't heard much from them. They were last trying to hack a terminal somewhere.
Yeah, that's what Osiris is about to do.
I'm going to move the boat just past their cargo ship here.
Yeah, so you're just, well, are you coming into the dock space? Because moving to the...
Not coming anywhere on this map.
Got it, going straight north. Got it.
If north is left of the map.
Well, here, let me show you what let's move back. So that map, if you zoom in, and I will do so for those watching at home.
Oh, okay, there's another dock north of that dock.
Yeah, that's right. And so the long one, do you see like there's one that's kind of longer than the others?
Right, that's where
That's
they
the
are.
one it is saddled against, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stay inside of the inner red circle,
Okay.
and I'm going to choke out the engine.
Okay. Kill the
Just
lights or
look,
no?
just make it look like it's stalled out on me, and I'm trying to fix what's going on.
Cool. You would notice that kind of north of you,
Very smart.
you can see that there's like a little kind of space here. That's that construction site that I was talking about. Looks like there are a number of kind of storage containers that are kind of present there, but it looks like there's mostly construction workers that are working on some sort of warehouse, a more permanent structure than the corrugated tin deals on the dock. Back on with people at the terminal. You were trying to crack into this terminal to do what exactly again?
So, as Asurus is approaching the terminal, she would send a message to X and to Agini. Do y'all have video or image capture on your iTech?
I just have default cyber eyes and the virtuality stuff. I don't know if that would let me do anything with that or no. Probably not. No.
You'd have to get pretty close to be able to kind of see if you can't see anything.
But the things that they can see, they can't capture and send because they have disgusting jelly human eyes.
Yeah, I mean, if you have
mine are pretty gross.
If you have an agent, you can throw capture.
Just take a picture with your phone.
I don't want to throw a phone picture out if we're trying to look inconspicuous. I could describe what I'm seeing, and he could probably describe what he's seeing better than what I understand.
Yeah, so that way we're all like we're learning about that stuff in real time.
Yeah.
Okay. So Asuras would use the jack in action.
This port is totally like open. There's no password protection or anything.
Gross. Okay.
But as you enter into the first floor, you realize that it has 3 demons in it, all of which are Reapers.
Okay. I'm gonna slide out.
Okay.
That was actually pretty informative.
Okay, this thing is infested with Reapers.
As you're kind of snapping your cable back up, you kind of look off to the side, and you see the monk kind of looking over at you, and his eyes are kind of flaring orange. You didn't even realize he had cyber eyes, and he just kind of is looking at you. You would know
I've been trained on them the whole time too.
And you literally the second the snap kind of pulled off of Asuras, the monk kind of turned, and the eyes were like already like horror movie, like flashing orange. You would know orange is typically for eyes. Someone who has an internal agent and Chiron connection, they can basically kind of phone call. It's a phone call that's being received.
We're being watched. Obviously, they're calling on you accessing the terminal.
And you see him kind of like looking at you, just like Children of the Corn style. Like he turns and looks at you, and the call is kind of being placed. And then the eyes go dark, and he kind of turns back to the group and says, "Great, everybody. Same time tomorrow. Can't wait to see you." And they start leaving. As they're walking past the car with Mooney and Hungry in it, you can overhear them like, "This place sucks. I can't believe we have to come all the way down here just because we're being forced to do it by Petrochem. Yeah, the corp really needs to fucking pay us out on this. This place smells like shit. It's right down the road from that disgusting marketplace." Ugh. And they seem to just be kind of awkward because they are being put out in a weird space. For them. Petrochem seems to be the corpos that are lined up for these 5, yeah.
But this guy can. So I'm going to make the. Assumption here that this guy is probably infected.
You can make whatever assumptions you want.
Remember what John said, that we'll figure it out real quick?
Let's just get you 2 back to the car. No harm in just plugging in for a few seconds. I got nothing on you.
All right.
as you're kind of maneuvering to move, he kind of moves over to like a small little cushion and kind of sits down at it, kind of taking the kind of typical meditation monk pose, and just sits down and kind of relaxes.
Do I have any inkling if they detected any? I mean, they obviously detected my location, but did they like detect my identifying information?
You don't know.
Okay.
You want to plug back in and check?
Ha 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 ha.
We're not going to plug back into this terminal, correct?
No. So
Hey,
I think
my
we're ready to get
fist
the fuck out.
not into the terminal, but I'm breaking the terminal.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a brawling roll or martial arts roll, whichever one you want to do.
Oh, this is a thing.
You have to break it like Adam Smasher, just like dive and sit.
You're the one that wants to destroy
can I
public
just
property.
break it with a shotgun? I'm kidding. I'll just fucking.
Yeah, if you want to shoot it, you can, but I mean that's a discharge, and the security.
Yeah, I'll try and. So with my, I don't want to. The reason I'm punching it is I want to do this in a way that's quiet. So I will try and do it. That I don't think that has all my modifiers. Does that have? Because I'm just trying to punch it. See if my precise strike is still the same. I'm gonna see if this rolls the same things, but the first roll is what we're using.
Sure.
Okay. I forgot I had all this.
What's your body? Oh, okay.
Hey, perfect.
So you're using a melee weapon. Got it. Okay. Yeah.
Vandalism's super cool, kids.
You kind of place whatever weapon you're using, kind of like in a position where you're able to kind of like just kind of press down and break the.
What is your body?
The facing, and yeah, it shatters.
Question.
Cool. My body looks pretty big. That's what my body is.
Okay.
Hot.
We got two body, yada. Okay, so anyway, you head on back to the car.
Yeah. Unless there's something that I'm gonna honestly be. The monks are gone, right? Or not the monks. The corpos are gone, right?
Yeah, they're walking away. And as you're kind of making your way back down this specific pier, Hungry and Mooney are just sitting in the car, quiet, having overheard that conversation. The roadway here is pretty quiet, it being kind of past 7 at this point. A couple cars passing by, but then all of a sudden, a little bit of action. A car pulls out in front of you, kind of like right at a parking space that would be kind of connected to the pier we're looking at. The vehicle that pulls in front of you, Mooney recognizes immediately. It's a Militech paddy wagon. Like it's a Militech, like go out in the boonies and the Badlands
SUV tank
and kind of fight fucking wraiths or whoever they want to mess with. It's that kind of truck. It's a big ass SUV, but it's like armored up. It parks. The lights are still on. You see the door on the passenger side, the rear passenger side open, and a woman step out. And again, the crew is almost to the car, so they're kind of seeing this as it's happening. Who was on the crew with Letty when you did the meetup at Red Dirt Tavern?
I think that was us two on the boat. Ashers was there.
Asturias, you were there? Did you meet
I can't remember.
Did you meet the major?
Did I meet who?
The major?
It was the Addams family session.
Yes, I was there.
It's major. It's the major from the meeting. So you recognize this corpo. Militech geared out. As she steps out, you see on the opposite side, Mooney, the other side door opens up. You see an individual who is very well armored, very nice looking assault rifle. Kind of starts looking around, kind of nods his head, eyes glow orange for just a second, comes around the back of the vehicle. He watches the vehicle's right side back end opens up, and a security drone comes out and starts following behind these two as they walk towards the dock.
Yeah, Mooney just kind of like tenses up more and more and more as this like unfolds in front of him. And he kind of looks over at Hungry and he says, "Yeah, maybe we should just sit tight for a minute."
Yeah, It's the best play I got. We can't go in there guns blazing.
No, let's see how this plays out.
Keep an eye on her. Make sure the service gets as many pictures, footage as she can. Maybe follow them, see where they're going with the thing.
Did Mooney turn the car off, right, when they pulled up?
You're Mooney, so you tell me what happened.
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming Mooney just stayed with the van like he usually does, and kept the motor running.
Yeah, you're in a car. You're in your normal vehicle.
Right.
Yeah.
How could we all fit in that Wraith? Wait, no, he has a lot of cars. Never mind.
No, it's not the Wraith.
Yeah, I was just thinking the Wraith. I was imagining the Wraith. I was honestly wondering that how the fuck am I going to fit in that?
This is kind of like a rustic beater that has like, two like bucket seats up front, very comfy, and then kind of like, like a pretty banged up like back seat with like shit back there. So it only fits 2 people. Everybody's been in this car before. Yeah. Everybody in this room has been in this car before. And you know what? You know what it's.
I got you.
You know what it smells like too. You know what the car smells like. It smells like cracked synth leather that just kind of has like a certain odor to it, like it's been out in the Badlands for a long time. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mildew.
No, probably not so much on the mildew. Just like a nice rusticy kind of like dirty smell. Like someone works in this car. Someone works in this car, works on this car, and does work with this car. Like this is an extension of the man. Is what this is.
This is a work vehicle.
Oh, hell yeah. But yeah, you keeping an eye out on this situation. You see the exec and her bodyguard and drone kind of move up to the space. As that's happening from the waterway, as you're kind of like keeping your distance, you see some movement on the roofs, and it just looks like little things kind of like fluttering up in the air, kind of around the warehouses towards the front.
Towards the front, so away from us.
Yeah. And in a section that can't be seen easily from the road or the water, you see that the person kind of moves in behind these kind of, spaces. And you see a bright red light kind of appearing over there as some of the drones move into that space.
Directionally, are the drones moving towards the car party?
No. They're staying on the dock.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks like there's like some of the drones kind of fly in there, and then there's just bright red, kind of like eerie light kind of glowing inside of the space that they're in. Effectively, they've got a container behind them and kind of like a security wall in front of them, and they kind of moved into it and met at this point that's well defended and unseen from the road or the water, and they seem to be kind of standing there. Some of the drones moved in, and then a bright red light appeared.
Like some weird maelstrom red LED.
Like Cyberpunk.
The Reaper.
Or yeah, the drones manifesting in reality with mini drones.
Anybody make anything of that? I'm still just fucking with the engine.
Over my age, I'm like, it sounds like we need lots of explosives.
John, did the mini drones that were on top of the containers and stuff over here, did they go off when this happened?
So some of the mini drones that were on top of the warehouse kind of moved over to talk to her.
I just wanted to clarify. Yeah.
They seem to be working in swarms.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't be the first time it found a way to show up. It taunted me when we left with the brain dance.
How well would EMP firearms or how well would that deal with these mini drones? I assume like larger drones are going to have more.
Let me help you with this question. Do you have anything that's EMP?
No, but I'm sure we could obtain it before we do our mission.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you're going to have much time. It looks like the deal's going down now.
It's happening now. Okay, cool. So I'm going to adjust my points then to initiative.
Okay. Good call, Solo. Smart move. I've explained the scene. Just waiting for you to decide what to do. I do have a kind of a cutoff, though, chronologically, so just keep thinking and talking amongst yourselves. Tell me what you're doing.
On my agent, I said, anybody have EMP weaponry?
Nothing.
Negative.
What support can you provide us from the water?
A whole lot of noise and a whole lot of bullets.
Okay. We're fleeing?
No,
Tactically, are we fleeing? And
no, we're just waiting. Can't
we're
take
waiting.
that turret on with these Militech goons. Fucking security they already got. It's too much.
Okay.
John, would I know if the turrets on the boat might be hackable or somehow connected to something, or...
So feel free to discuss with the other netrunner.
Reapers!
Is everything a Reaper? Is that what we're saying?
I think so.
I would
Everything is-
argue that if this terminal that nobody gives a fight, it's no security, they want them to access it. If Reapers are on that, Reapers are probably in their security systems. I would wait. I'm saying this out of character.
Nah, yeah, I mean,
wouldn't know that.
it tried to pry its way into me before, so
Well, and Azuras would definitely have, sent out warning emoji, like, do not hack. Thank you.
I don't know. It's risky, either one of you going in there alone. I don't know if this is some type of deal where maybe if you go in together, you got a better chance.
I like that.
Trying to get into that system in any way, you're going up against that Reaper program. And if you get infected, well, that's probably it.
I think it is important that we ask, as a group, if one gets infected with the Reaper program, how does everybody feel about being zeroed? I'm serious.
Well, they mentioned that it can be removed. I think
Okay.
it was postured that it could be removed, at least.
Well, these fuckers get me.
I, both in character and out, know absolutely nothing about net running, so I'm not
I
gonna
don't think it can be
involve
removed,
myself.
as far as we know.
It's a demon, so yeah, it can certainly be removed, but it's just not going to be.
Yeah, we got a couple clerics.
It's not going to be an easy one because again, it can't replicate, but it can move from a hard drive to hard drive effectively. So if you go to hack something that is infected, it'll have to slide out of it into you.
So a demon itself can't replicate. They're the source on this boat, presumably in that caged fucking box.
No. So, okay, hold on. I need to ask you a question as a group.
I don't know anything about
No. I need to ask you a question as a group because it sounds like we have a misconception here. One that's very, very important to kind of pay attention to. He just said that the replication is on the boat. The boat just got here. The source of the replication was here before the boat was here. Why is
it's on the boat?
Why is the boat?
We have to get it from.
No. It came from somewhere else.
Right. It's somewhere around.
It's just
here.
arrived here.
It's in the warehouse.
The boat has something that can store the AI, like the
trying to
whole
move it.
program, and allow it to leave Night City. And say what you said again, Chad.
Oh, it's in the warehouse.
It's probably somewhere on the site.
So, right. It feels like they're trying to weaponize it, like they're making copies of it and either selling or distributing them. And then I don't believe the Militech people are here to acquire it peacefully. Considering this is as far as we understand, this is an Arasaka controlled joint.
Correct.
Right. So Mooney's thoughts are, I'm already here in my van where it's nice and comfortable and familiar, and the motor's running. So this is the safest place I could be if shit starts popping off. So, how close is this paddy wagon to the water?
It's a ways. It's probably a good 100
Okay, so
or
they
so
didn't
feet.
park on the water side of things.
No.
You're like quarter mile away on a parking lot.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, there's I would say a drop off and then some steps that go to kind of like a concrete slab, and that connects to the pier, which is mostly wood-like plastics that have been kind of constructed out a good distance.
Okay.
If you look at that image again, hold on a second here. I'll see if I can.
Yeah, I figured if we had to take off.
So basically, you see that advertisement kind of in the back there.
Yeah.
the one right above it that's kind of glowing bright white. There's like the one that's kind of on the water that's kind of pink and like blue, and then up above that there's
The yellow one.
the Crow Manticore one. Yeah, the Crow Manticore one is basically right on the street line, so you're actually like up there.
Ah.
You're probably like they're parked like right in front of that ad, and you're parked a distance behind them.
So we're actually pretty close.
Yeah. I would say distance-wise, if you were to start shooting from the car, you'd probably be about 100 meters.
Well, so
okay.
So I guess what I'm asking is like, so there's like a ledge nearby. I can potentially push them over.
No, so there's the
Ramming speed.
one of those the basically the barricades, the like concrete and steel barricades that they slot into the ground. There's one of those every 3 feet, and
okay.
also that truck is a lot bigger than your car. Because keep in mind, you're not in a van. You were in a van last night. Tonight you are in a car.
No, he has a van in the family motor pool.
Oh, I didn't know you pulled a van. I thought you said you were pulling your car. Sorry.
No.
Chad, do you know what
tonight-
these
Yeah, in
you know
like
what
the
these look
in-character chat, I messaged to ask if I should bring the van.
Okay.
But
Okay.
in lieu of a response, Mooney just elected to bring the van after
Cool.
last night's experience.
Then yeah, there's a van. Then I didn't know you had that much seating. Cool.
Yeah, but the Militech. I'm imagining the
Militech.
nothing's gonna move those fucking.
Let me
No,
tanks.
that's fine. That's fine. I was just considering my options in case we had to get out of there.
You only
Yeah.
saw the one vehicle from Militech, is that right?
Yep.
And only 2 people got out. It was some superhuman
people and a drone.
sergeant major.
Yep.
And a drone.
And just a regular major. Yeah.
Major. So are we under the
Poor
assumption this
Arasaka
is a
guys.
hostile takeover somehow between those two and Arasaka, or this is some kind of deal being made?
Perhaps it is a negotiation.
How can we position to take advantage of what we believe to possibly be? I mean, if they're only going in with 2 people, this sounds like it's an exchange. Is what it sounds like to me. Because if they're going to go in there more than just that. This not. I don't think this is. They're not positioning themselves in a way to fight for it. It seems like.
And it sounds like they might not stay very long if we don't want to fight superhuman and major.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But if they are going in to get like fighting, we need to, or going into to try and take it, then we need to position ourselves to.
I mean,
Andre's call.
No, okay, and I'm assuming that nobody has like explosives. So Asura would send out that message. Does anyone have explosives?
I got
Not on me.
nothing.
Not explosives. But what do you want destroyed?
Well, I mean, honestly, like, especially for, Reggie, right? Like, this thing took out your GF. Like, do we want to... I mean, we have an opportunity right now, and I guess this is in character. Right now, we have an opportunity to take this thing out of commission. That might be a little too loud. It might be a little bit too emotional. But this thing is bad news, and they're trying to smuggle it out of the city.
It's not leaving the city, or I'm dying here. Either I'm dying here, and it leaves the city, or this shit blows up. We blow this shit up, and we all get out of here.
Or you die and we blow it up.
Or we do that. I mean,
yeah.
Either way, I'm dying for
it's
this.
An and or.
This is happening. There's so many options.
Look, you don't have to commit slip and slide. What we can do is, we can work together to figure this out.
Yeah, we go in now. We're ringing the dinner bell for half a night city. Gonna have Militech up our ass. Biotechnica goons. Hell, they'll probably send out some kind of fucking dropship calling it a cyber psycho attack. There's a lot of money involved in this, and I think most of you are right that Militech's got their hands in trying to get a hold of that Reaper program. I mean, I would guess I was hoping for a more opportune time.
I don't see many other boats. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Are there any like fuel depots on this dock?
Let him go.
Fuel depots on this dock.
What was Joe
gotta
saying?
be refueling these ships.
What was Joe saying?
Oh, Joe, I'm sorry.
Just, if we do act, we gotta act fast and then get the hell out of here.
Yeah, to answer your question, no, they're not. This isn't a cartoon. You can't just shoot a tank and it explodes.
Well, no. I mean, I don't. I'm trying to. We have munitions.
Cool.
We just need to figure out how we want to execute this. I believe there's enough munitions on that boat from Guinea. I think we're fine. I trust Guinea. All right. If he thinks he has the capabilities to level anything he wants from that boat on this dock, then he can. As far as I care.
I can't level anything.
Yeah, but I just want So Reggie, okay, Reggie wants to get in there now.
I get it.
He wants to have already been in there.
Say we take the shot. We somehow manage to blow the thing up, even though we don't even know how the hell it works or what it is.
As Hungry's talking, as X is kind of sitting on the dock of the or on the poop deck of the ship. I wanted to say poop deck. Tapping his foot, kind of looking at the situation, listening to the conversations that are going in. Asuras is thinking about the whole like craziness of the situation. Mooney's like, we can just go. We can just fucking drive. We could just get out of here. And the whole gravity of the situation is being kind of laid out to you. You realize that your time is currently at an end. You watch as the bright red light seems to grow, and you see a massive skull face hovering above that space, and you can hear yelling. You can't make out what's being said other than the occasional curse word. You then hear gunfire as the dock lights up with combat. I'm going to very quickly shift the music, and then we are going to fucking go.
I hesitated. That's on me.
So wait, that swarm of drones just formed the big shape of a red skull face?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, is this what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
Is it the?
This is where we all die.
There's a. Never mind. I'm thinking of that. You know what character I'm thinking of in 2077, right, John?
No. So this
Never mind.
green space here, for those of you who are coming in dockside, if you wish to move on foot, that's the only way to enter the space. Otherwise, this is just notational, so you can see from where you're seeing. Those of you who are on the boat, similarly, will have presence not currently there. You'll have to move the boat to get there. If you are not on the map, you can fire onto the map. I'm just using the map to make sure you understand what's happening in the scene as it continues. Any questions regarding the current stage of the combat?
No. While I will say that Mooney is leaving the vehicle, he will leave the vehicle running.
Okay. That'll happen.
No one's going to steal his piece of shit van.
That'll
Have they
happen.
managed to unchain the thing yet, or are they still working on
It's
it?
been unchained for a couple minutes, yeah.
Oh, the whole thing's unchained and off the boat?
No, it's just no longer shackled. It hasn't been moved. It's just not tethered. So everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna spend 2 points of luck.
On initiative?
Always.
You
Fuck,
wild
okay.
man.
Fine, I'll do one. Give me a second. Fuck it, I ain't spending none.
You put it all in initiative for initiative reaction. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I want to be on the tippity top. Anyway, that was a poopy roll.
Wait, should my reflex be affecting my initiative?
It is. Your reflex is 8.
Oh, yeah.
Your
So
modifier is 0.
But yeah, mod 0. I didn't realize I could modify it.
Reggie, we already clipped out the distance that you are away, 100 meters. If you want to run, you can move distance equal to 6 times your movement allowance in meters, so you can start booking it that way. It's not exactly a direct shot, but it's mathematically fine if you're kind of moving that way. If you want to do anything athletic, like jump down and kind of land on positions, you can make an athletics roll as a part of that to kind of get there faster, close the distance quicker. But other than that, you have a pretty decent clear line of sight on most things on the field of combat. The shipping containers in the middle do create a block for everything kind of beyond that. So anything that you can see that doesn't draw a line through one of the red, green, or kind of off-white colored containers, you can go ahead and take shots at it at that range.
Green is obscuring. Are you telling me green's obscuring? And red is
So
not?
see how it's kind of got like a red line around the box?
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically obscuring, and I don't want to talk in.
I'm just asking that so that I understand.
Yeah, that's fine.
And what does green mean?
It's just where you're starting, the space that you're in.
Okay, cool.
If you land on the board, that's where you'll be entering.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna literally run.
Okay. What's your movement?
As best I can. Movement is 8.
So 8 times 6 is
48.
You move 48 meters. Do you want to take risks?
Utilize... Yes.
Go ahead and make an athletics roll.
That's under.
Yep. Yeah. So you kind of rush past the.
How did I roll that twice?
I don't know. You kind of rush past the barricade, slide, drop down instead of running down the steps, land harsh on the stone or the concrete slab, and start booking it that way. There are a couple of people that you're passing by, these kind of just passerbys, as this is happening, but they don't appear to be kind of odd or anything. They just look like regular Night City denizens.
Just another Friday.
That said, genuinely, you are 52 meters off map. Okay? And still clear line that you have direct here. Okay, it goes to them. This individual here is these two are the drive team. So that would be this one is the major, and this one is the sidekick. The major will move very quickly to here and shift around the corner. As she does so, you can see her pull out a separate item. She's already holding her pistol and lock it into the back of the pistol and then kind of shift down. And then she kind of has a stock to this very massive looking kind of handgun that she was wielding. This guy here holds position here, and you can see him kind of shifting between sides as he's basically trying to use her as bait to come out and then attack them when they come out disparaged. Pretty solid tactic wise. And then it goes to Mooney. So assuming you're out of the vehicle, are you booking in that direction as well or no?
He looks at Hungry and he says, "You want me to get in there and help him out?"
Yeah.
And he takes off running, like runs as fast as he can.
Okay.
Can I pull out my guns as I go?
Yeah, they're not concealed, so that's fine. Okay. What is your movement?
6.
6. So 6 times 6 is 36. Do you want to take risks? Or do you want to just like slide off of drop down and do crazy athletic stuff, or are you just taking the stairs?
I guess he's gonna take risks if it means he can try to keep up with Reggie.
Okay, go ahead and make a athletics roll.
All right, and that's under skills body.
Mm-hmm.
Took the bait.
Yes. So you see Reggie kind of do the move, and you kind of go, okay. And as you kind of power slide, like your leather duster kind of catches underneath you, allowing you a little bit of slide as you kind of drop off. And when you land, you kind of hit, and you kind of stumble forward. But you're a distance behind Reggie. Reggie is like
much faster.
Yeah,
like Terminator running.
Yeah, you're like, I move with vehicle. Okay.
I should have brought the pool Segway.
Right. It's like a few stuff segue.
You hear a loud
guns on it.
You hear a loud clangor, which everybody who's played Cyberpunk 2077 is familiar with. It's the drone sound. And you watch as a bunch more mini drones start to form over top the security containers and start glowing, revealing another skull head kind of floating above that guy who's kind of like confused by this but not sure what to do. They don't seem to do anything operationally, but these two security guards up on the boat drop down into firing positions And this one moves to the wall here, and these two rush out as described. He takes a shot, which he was readying, and hits this one. This has already been predetermined, by the way. Some of this is scripted. Once you start interjecting with the fight, it'll get off my script. Shooting him in the face. Looks like it does quite a bit of damage to him, seriously injuring him. But despite that, he still seems to kind of move less humanly. And this guy comes out right behind him, but doesn't get fully on behind him. I apologize. I have to use the restroom. So sorry. This never this.
How has that never happened before?
It's once in a
really. Actually,
That's weird.
right.
once in a blue moon. Like I think 3 times. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll be.
I don't need to know about your pooping cycles. Just go do it.
I'm gonna shut the music off just so I don't get claimed if you guys aren't talking.
Oh, you're muted now.
Okay.
That's not how you pee.
He's going.
It better not be.
This is actually great because we can actually.
Yeah.
Why are you?
He had
why
to
are you
mute
guys...
to make sure we couldn't hear the screams of pain and terror happening.
So honestly, strategically,
John's
I really
prayers.
like our positioning like a lot. Like
It's
this
not
boat.
bad.
No, honestly, this is excellent. And and honestly, we were thinking, or rather, Chad was thinking, they're fighting over something, right? So they're fighting these little drone things. Who summoned the? I'm confused. I'm
assuming the drones are Arasaka.
The demon has escaped containment. Or it had already escaped containment. So you really have 3 sides of the fight going on here. You have Arasaka, you have Militech, and then you have the demon inhabiting a lot of drones.
Yeah, I mean it had a hologram and stuff set up in the apartment we were in a couple weeks ago, so I'm not be terribly surprised that it's manifesting.
Is there a preference of target from the north
Nobody
side?
told me that shit.
So I think
the
question is whether or not the demon has escaped.
It manifested in a hologram?
Yeah, when we were leaving with the brain dance, it popped up like a hologram in the apartment and said something about make sure to use the brain dance or something like that. But
look, I at least had an excuse for not being there, Dan.
So
I just don't remember that part.
It was very quick.
Okay.
And it was like right at the end, so
Zach, I would say anything moving, especially anything shooting. We'll deal with that first. See what happens.
I would want to ask, how important is the cargo unit that they have? Is it something we want destroyed, something we want preserved?
Destroyed as a last measure if we can't take this.
I'm talking about the big thing that was chained up.
I think
we don't even know what's in there.
Is
don't shoot it. Got
it. And then we can just sort of check everything out at our convenience. But that's not likely to happen. So, yeah, I think the absolute priority is to somehow recover that container to destroy it if/when we leave.
So, Chad, I'm going to slow down if you're trying to catch up with me. I'm not going to put...
You don't want to go in all by yourself?
Down. Well, I mean, I don't want to make him...
That's fair.
Be overly... Yeah, I don't... Yeah. So I'll slow down a little bit.
I have literally no idea how I'm going to
2 rounds of combat in before you get back up, Dan. It might not be great.
Do what?
I said you might get like 2 full rounds of combat in before you have backup, so you might want to pump the brakes just a hair.
Maybe. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty stealthy, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
You're also fueled by like your. Greed,
oh yeah.
So
you're not running like you're stealthy.
Yeah, I could be. Going to be though. Honestly, I thought this was a recon and then supply, or get our resources together. So yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a bit of recon. I think we got surprised by it.
I like it
popping off.
I like it. I actually like it a lot.
We'll get them. Tom, there's a light machine gun mounted on either like front corner of the boat if you wanted to use one.
That's probably going to be more effective than my pistol, and I don't know that I want to hack anything quite yet. So,
do you have
hacking would be helpful.
Do you have a short circuit?
I do. Yeah.
I might try and rip one of these drones off the turret and use rip the gun off one of these turrets and then use it as a gun. I might try that.
Hey, that'd be cool, but aren't you?
Good luck.
There are only the 2 turrets, right?
Yeah.
I might aim for those, frankly.
Okay. If that's what you're thinking about doing, then do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just take care of all the fleshy bits.
I mean, do we want to
Work your way
kill
up.
the people that are like getting bullied by the virus or whatever?
I think we should kill the Arasaka goons first.
Okay.
Like, aim for the Arasaka goons and then see what the Militech guys do about it.
One of
Okay,
the
so we
Mooney.
don't have any
Sounds
friends.
like a Mooney special is what that is. Figure out
God.
which side is winning. Join that one.
I mean, it's like the other part is like, well, what's the job right now?
The job right now is Hungry has hired us to this.
Well, right. So, like, what are we like? What is our goal?
Well, we
Stop the
found out-
Reaper. This was learn information about stopping the Reaper.
Right, but it's okay. So now, so that's
Asherus-
changed now.
Asherus X and Hungry worked together a little bit with what John wrote, and we were trying to find out more about the brain dance that we got. And I can't remember who did what, but you guys figured out that they're definitely cloning it. They're definitely infecting random people with it. And we found out that this particular place has somehow has the means to reproduce the Reaper program.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying now that we're like in a situation where there's no.
Where's our direction as well?
Yeah, we're not reconning anymore. Like we have to.
Yeah, we want to take the server, see what we can find out about it, and if we absolutely have to, then just fucking frag the server and just get rid of it.
We want that boat, that server that's on the boat, to be on
our boat. I don't think it's gonna fit, but when John comes back, let's just tell him that in the preceding rounds we just killed all the things, and look, there he is.
Kind of is like it's this whole big thing, right?
Yeah, it's the big.
That's
crate.
chained.
Yeah.
Can we just steal the boat?
I think I was just so excited about this combat that I almost shit myself.
Great news, John. While you were gone, we killed all the bad guys.
Oh, cool.
We took the server. Everything's great.
5,000 IP.
Sweet.
No.
We beat Cyberpunk.
You did it. Okay, so back into it. What was I playing? It wasn't very good, if I remember.
You were scripted.
Yeah, I'm in scripted mode. I shot. They ran out. That's done. It's going to Asuras. You are up.
Asuras will run.
Okay.
Follow suit.
What's your movement?
7.
So 7 times 6 is
42.
So you are going to take the stairs, or are you going to do crazy athletic stuff to try and get?
Can I slide down banisters?
Yeah, so it's athletics. This game's fun because it doesn't have
15.
acrobatics versus. Yep. So you see them running and kind of like get the pickup and understand exactly how it's going to work. So you can just kind of rush in that direction, slide straight off the edge there, and land. You actually. I don't think that's a.
Music changed.
Yeah, I think that was fantasy music. It was fantasy music that got somehow put into my playlist for this. So interesting, fun times. Great.
It's my Elflines online.
Yeah. Oops. Elflines. We're playing Elflines. I forgot.
Reaper picked up some code.
There we go. That's a good one. Wushu dolls. That should have been the first one I thought of. Anyway, you actually get past Mooney as you're rushing. You can actually outpace him.
The source is like, hey.
Probably throwing the remnants of an energy drink like off to the side as you're like.
Yes.
X, you are on the boat. It is currently powered down, so an action will be required to turn it back on. By the way, you said so yourself.
Sure. If he wants to start the boat, he can.
Do I even know how to start a boat?
Yeah, I just made it look like it was hard.
Okay, yeah. I guess I will start the boat and try to find some cover so that we can dock somewhere or get closer if need be.
Okay. Yeah, starting the boat. As you do so, you kind of like start it up, sitting in it, and you would see that. I'm assuming during Guinea's turn, he's going to move over in your direction to overtake the driver's seat. Is that right? And Gigi, I'm getting some feedback from you. I don't know if it was the bathroom break. What did it? Okay. X done. Hungry. All these fools rushing. You following, or are you clipping back?
Yeah, I'm following. It's almost comical. Slowly get out of the car and start running at a high speed, hungry pace, which isn't very fast at all, and just kind of jog behind everybody, trying to catch up. And I'll pull my pistols out too.
All right.
Hell yeah!
Are you going to do the slide off the edges there? Or are you going to run down the? Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
I get to see the boss go to work.
What's your movement?
4.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
4 times 6.
You just got to get downhill. It'll be fine.
It's
24, and it's basically an 8-point difference to move through the stairs. So you'll be losing. You'll be 22 meters. You're basically at the bottom of the steps as everyone's like kind of a good clip towards the site. I believe
go back, get the car, pick him up, and come back.
Reggie is halfway there at this point. So yeah, back to Reggie. If you do another run, you'll be right on the map.
I'm not on the thing.
I don't think I want to run anymore. I think I got a good enough click ahead.
Sorry, I thought
I didn't have a token to click on when I clicked it. That's why.
You silly goose.
It was 11 when I did click it.
Well, now you're 17.
That's on me. I'll just say I drove the boat closer because I don't know how far out we were necessarily.
Sure. So you would have probably been a good 300, 400 meters away. 400 meters, I'd say. So if you're moving the boat, it's got a move speed of 15. So 15 would be times 30 meters.
15 by 30?
So every square is 2 meters. So when it says move number, you double it for the purposes of moving on combat maps because the squares are doubled 2 meters. So if it has a move of 15, if you're moving the boat at its normal speed, it's going to move 30 meters or 15 squares.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay.
So it's going to take me like 5 turns to get to
No, because during the next turn, after like the first kind of movement, you can actually rev it and go faster, and you can effectively run while driving. Okay. You just need to get a straightaway, and you were kind of oscillating in a different direction.
As an action, I'm going to hand a smoke grenade over to X.
Okay. And I assume it's kind of like a reach in your pocket as you're kind of like getting your foot on the pedal and kind of whipping the steering wheel. There's like that, Miami Vice spray of water as you turn that bitch around.
Yeah, we look cool as hell.
Oh, yeah. Fresh as it gets. So Reggie, booking it, or are you going to stop at this position? Again, you're 50 meters out, and you can see straight down the barrel. One just got shot in the head by that guy. There's a weird swarm over his head, and there's
which one just got shot in the head by the guy? Show me really quick.
This guy here.
Wait, there's a yellow.
The purple guy got shot.
This guy shot this guy.
Okay.
The good guy, or the Militech guy, will not call anybody good guys here.
Uh-oh.
Shot.
That sounds like propaganda.
The Arasaka security officer. I mean, I might be biased.
You want the fucking payroll?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and spot weakness on these drones.
Okay.
For role-playing purposes, but my action will be moving my points. Train to look for weak spots to damage heavily armored targets. Each point adds +1 to damage before armor.
Okay.
Of your first. So that'll be my action.
And you want to move up your...
And I want to move my speed.
Okay. And so you had an 8, so you'll be moving 16 meters. Okay. All right. You see her with her kind of stock weapon. She kind of reaches up with her hand and touches her ear and kind of mutters something at a distance. Those of you who are at the far back, which would be hungry, you hear a very loud kind of like groaning sound and then kind of like a spark. And you're able to kind of look up back at the cars, and you would see that the Militech car, the back end of it, appears to have something kind of settled, pointed out the door where the drone was, kind of pointed straight down the line at the area.
Oh no!
You think she came down here with 2 fucks? I mean, come on. And then her drone shifts into the swarm of drones, and you see it kind of spark, and then kind of go silent and dead and start falling. As it does, all of the lights kind of almost like a shutting off of lights, a sequential shutting off of lights. You watch all the mini drones kind of just turn off, and all of the pieces kind of drop to the ground. And the other guy, kind of seeing the situation, rushes forward with his Militech Crusher, which is what he was using, and he kind of uses it to kind of smash this guy in the chest. And as scripted, hits, and rate of fire 2 for this melee weapon. Hits again, and that is correct. He does knock him down. Okay, so you watch him kind of shoot him in the face first with a shotgun, then rush forward, slam him in the chest, and then back him across the the collarbone. Solid loud crack as he kind of like flips ass over tea kettle and smashes his head into the ground. The other guy is kind of coming up with an assault rifle, which most of you who have played thus far know that this is definitely in the Militech guy's favor. Mooney, you are 32 in, so you've got 7 or 68 left to go. You gonna keep rushing?
Yep.
And again, keep in mind, you don't have to be on the map to shoot rifles. If you have rifles, you can fire from downrange.
No, he's got a pistol in each hand, so he'd have to like.
Those are pretty
stop
close.
And do shit.
And they're closer range anyway, so yeah. Hoofing it.
Right.
32 more up. Next turn, you'll be right on the map. That's fine. And then
36.
36. Sorry, I got you. So yeah, next turn you'll be on map, and if you had run, you can kind of move to cover. Okay, it'll go to Reaper's team. Bear with me here. Him will slide over. Him will slide over. They will ready actions to shoot down the pipe if something comes through. This guy will shoulder his weapon and draw a pistol and stop there. From this distance, Reggie, you can tell that the weapon he's wielding is a tech pistol. You can actually see there's like a glow along the length of the weapon as he's charging up the pistol, ready to turn around the corner and shoot.
Cool.
And this swarm moves directly overhead, kind of staring down the line at them. You also notice that the head kind of tilts up and looks straight at Reggie, and it's kind of blue for a second. It flashes red, and then you see the eyes kind of glow red as they look at you, and then it kind of tips its head back down, looking at the Militech operator.
The previous one had like an EMP explode in the center of it, correct?
Her drone detonated inside of it, yeah.
Okay.
This guy here very quickly kind of shifts around, jumps and kicks against the wall in a very kind of over-dramatic fashion, and throws a spiral kick at this Militech operator's head, hits, and you can see the stars actually like fluttering around the guy's head from the strike.
But did an ear get kicked off?
No.
Bullshit.
No. He is very wounded, but no doubles. When he comes up with the second kick, he manages to get his hands up to block it. All right, Osiris. You're muted if you're talking.
Oh, I'm muted. I'm sorry. Can I run up? I guess Reggie's the closest, right?
Yeah. He's definitely the furthest ahead, yeah. He's
I mean, if I can I get up to where he is now?
So he is...
By running?
He was 48, and then you added 16, so he's...
And then I also did the athletics, too.
Yeah, I know. So did she. The only person who did not take the shortcut was Hungry. He's holding onto the rail, probably like
Doing his best back
oh.
there.
I was gonna ask if he even made it to the shortcut yet.
He made it to the bottom of the steps, so yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
But so Sugar, your move was 7, so you would actually overtake him, I think, because 7
Can I
times.
choose not to?
Yeah, you can stop right at him.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be in front of him and
Yeah.
be a target.
He definitely seems to have slowed
No
up
offense.
and is kind of like doing like a kind of looking at the drones and kind of doing the solo thing where he's like threat assessing.
Got it.
That down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you just move as fast as you can, but just get right behind him.
Yeah, right behind him.
Okay.
What is the distance for doing like a short circuit?
Well, you don't have an action this turn, but the distance is the same distance as your interface, so it's 8 meters.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. X, you are up. Boat is moving. He is driving. You are kind of seated off to the side of the driver's seat. What would you like to do?
Oh, that I really have a whole lot that I can contribute. I know he said there's a light machine gun that's attached to the boat, but I'm not sure that I have any real.
I don't think you
shots
have a
lined up.
chance.
No. I'll just stay in cover and.
It actually autofire has a pretty decent range, but I don't think it's going to be high enough at current because you just moved not very fast, so we're kind of at a pretty far distance still.
And I mean my autofire score is fucking awful, so
yeah.
Mine's not great.
I'll stay in cover with my pistol drawn just in case a drone or something comes over in our direction.
Absolutely. All right. X done. Hungry, you are up. Another 24, right?
I saw Militech guys coming out of the back of that van, right?
Not guys. No. The back of the truck appears to have some sort of gun kind of extending out of it.
Pointed at the
dock.
Okay. I would make that aware to everybody else. The van's got a gun pointing out of the back of it.
Man, I want one of those.
Can we hack it?
And then, I would move my 24.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's close enough to hack.
I don't understand hacking in Cyberpunk the greatest. I'm sorry.
That gun and that drone are probably two very hackable targets.
Guinea, you're gonna push it, right?
Yeah.
So 6 times.
What table was I using for auto fire on the cannon?
It's the normal auto fire. It's very short distance for its auto fire shooting, and then about rifle distance.
Assault rifle.
Effectively for distance purposes, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't really modify it. The range.
No, that's totally fine. I guess let me know when I'm inside of 100 yards. Otherwise, we're just pushing it.
Yeah, so if you floor it, so 6 times 30 is a number that you
180.
know. Yeah, so you've moved a total of 210. So you've got about 190 left.
Okay.
And
round we're firing.
Yeah, if you look at the charts, you should be able to see the how far the assault rifle will fire at single and then at auto fire. Because you don't have to shoot the auto cannon. You can use heavy weapons. DVs might be more forgiving. Reggie, you're up.
I see it.
I'm currently, I believe, 36 away from the board edge, right?
Yep.
And then this target right here, this guy with the tech pistol, is 6.
Yep.
So 42. So I want to move to be optimal within the range.
I keep getting
20.
Hold on, sorry. I keep getting feedback from Sheesh. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know what it is. Okay. That said, you want to take a shot at that guy?
So I'm going to move 23 meters
Mhm.
and then shoot at him because it'll be optimal to be a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
DV. Yada, yada, yada. And then I'll take the rest of my movement to move
On the
closer.
board.
Correct. Make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah. Take your shot.
Okay. So assault rifle, and I'm just.
Are you
taking a
aiming
shot.
for the head or just the chest?
Not aiming. I'm just shooting. I'm not auto firing.
Well,
What's the rate of fire on this?
It's 1. But okay. 22 will hit center mass. Looks like the armor doesn't hold up very well against it, but not
Double sixes too.
nothing. Go ahead and I got it actually. So you hit
That's
him
a
in the
lot of
body. So that'll be an extra 5. And it looks like it. You normally expect from a shot for a bullet to kind of create a spray on the back end and exit wound. You don't see that here. So you presume that the bullet's going to be inside of him for the duration. Okay, and then you move up. Cool, cool, cool.
I'm sorry, which one did he shoot?
This one, the one with the check pistol.
Does it look like I fucked up his aim with the tech pistol?
It looks like you wounded him.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you gave him a critical body
Gave him
injury,
foreign object.
and you also, it looks like you seriously injured him. Like you did enough damage to take half of his hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks like he's
Nice.
wearing a light armor jack. In case you were curious on that. But yeah, it goes to this guy who's currently getting his shit pushed in. He is going to flip into martial arts, and we are out of. No, we're still in stage for them because nobody's messed with these two. So he is going to have tripped him, and then. No, sorry, not tripped. That's if other. This is a disarm. Got it. So yeah, he kicks his weapon out of his hands. And does some damage. Alright, cool. Mooney, you're up.
So can I move to about where Reggie is and take an action?
So you were how many times have you moved down the pipe? 3 or 2, right?
Right.
Okay. So you would be 36 times 2 out of 100, so you're
22.
28 off board. So you would need to run to get on stage, but if you want to just move up and shoot, you can. Reggie, real fast.
Well, I guess I'll just take my whole turn this turn to move. I don't want to like quite be on the map. I want to be in cover,
Okay,
but I also want to be as close to the action as possible.
got it. Okay. You're probably going to be about, if you just move and want to use an action, I believe we said so half of it would be 18. So you would be, or not half of it, sorry. Your movement is 6. Doubled is 12. So
Right.
12, if you move up 12 with the 72, we're at 84, which means you'd be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 from this guy. If you want to try and take a
Okay.
shot, you can.
Yeah, if I can see him, I'm gonna shoot once with my heavy pistol and once with my medium.
Okay.
Let's see here. So that's the very heavy pistol, and that's the Arisaka. So the first one's a 33.
Hold on. Yeah, that hits. Body shot. He has ablated armor, but only ablated once, so that will not pierce his armor. It'll ablate it though, so it's down 1, and then a 22 to hit.
Right.
And you are at, I said 20.
24, I think.
Yeah, so the 20 is what you needed. Yeah, you got it. So that'll do 6. It doesn't get through his armor either, but it will ablate again. So his armor value is now 8 instead of 11. Okay.
So he's just like running and gunning.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, and again, the main reason why right, they're wearing armor. You guys are used to fighting folks who aren't. So this guy will pop out with a charged pistol and shoot it twice. He's actually going to change his targets here. Hold on. Bear with me. I am going to shoot the tech pistol at Reggie would be the closest.
I'm gonna evade.
Yeah, go ahead. Slams into your chest, and when you feel it, I actually need to roll 2 more d6. As it was charged up. So you'll take 22 to the chest.
So 11 minus 22.
And then ablate your armor.
Ablate 1. Okay.
And did I roll double sixes? It doesn't count for the charge up purposes. Just in the initial roll, I did not.
You said 22 again?
22 was the total. Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
The drones will move down onto him. They're still going with scripted. You watch as the pulse kind of goes kind of green for a second, and you see this kind of greenish coloration kind of fill inside of the skull. And you watch as this guy starts kind of like coughing and kind of dropping onto his knees.
So the guy that the drone just basically swarmed is now
seems to be
coughing
kind of
up blood.
Well, not coughing up blood, just coughing, like he's inside of some sort of toxic cloud. All right.
Where is the damage portion on this character sheet? Like, I bladed my armor, but I don't see.
Very top right.
Very top right. Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's easy to look past, but it's obvious looking.
And this guy actually will attack him. I'll move it. I'll stay with the scripted, and he will attack this guy. Despite his penalties, will evade twice. All right. Asuras. Muted. Sorry.
Is Reggie like on the board?
Yeah, Reggie's on board, but everybody else is just right behind, not too far off.
Okay. Is there any way I can be directly behind him still?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I can move there just using my movement, right?
Right.
Can I put myself there?
That's a bad idea. I think that actually cuts you off the visibility, does it not?
It didn't.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, go ahead and move there. That's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to use a meat action to try and do the... Oh my god, I'm sorry, my brain. Short circuit on the cloud.
Okay. So, go ahead and throw that interface. The DV on this is going to be 9.
13.
Okay. Go ahead and give me the damage for the interface. Or for the shock.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Oh, 1d6.
Okay.
Oh, it's at the start of your turn.
Yeah, I'm just putting it out there for future reference to see if it was going to get another turn or not. The drones don't really have a lot of hit points, and when you hit them with a kind of global action like that, they kind of all take it at once. Okay.
All right.
So it's a good play, is what I'm saying. X, you are up on the boat, 190 out. Muted as well.
I still got nothing productive.
All right. Hungry.
I have the run.
24 more. So we are currently, it would have been 8 off. Well, no, sorry. Yeah. You're about 60 out from the start point. So they're 40 away from the board edge.
Can I run faster this round? Okay. It's worth a shot.
If you never ask, right?
Guinea. Flooring it still?
Yeah, we're gonna gas it, get inside of 100 meters, and I'm gonna do a quick bump off the steering wheel because I forgot to do it earlier.
Okay, I'll allow it as part. That's
Fucking
fine.
love you, dude.
I mean, imagine how much faster Hungry would run with some Coke.
I'm just
It
trying
doesn't
to
work like that. I
imagine
wish it did.
speedboat.
Okay. Reggie, you are up.
Okay, so what I want to do is actually take my firearm. So the dude that has the tech pistol, I know you guys are probably going to be sad about this, but I'm done with him. I take my assault rifle, flip it behind my back, do a couple runs, jump, put my foot out, flying kick into the guy that the guy was fighting with before, the one he took the gun from.
Got it.
Right here on this guy. Where the fuck is my character? I need. There we go. I found it. And then flying kick.
Okay. They have static evasions because they are drone operated. So yeah, that hits.
The body. I'm talking about the fleshy boy. This guy.
Yeah, no, my humans are not humans. They're bio drones.
Oh, okay.
So he's very, like I was saying, he's moving very robotically. So as you kind of rush forward, you see him kind of drop and kind of move into like a chipped kind of evasion tech. But you kind of see that it's very kind of just obvious to you, and you straight dash him, and that'll remove half of his armor for the purposes because it's martial arts.
He's also prone,
and he's knocked over. Yeah, so he takes 5 less, so it'll be 13 damage.
That was 2 move.
Were there any doubles in there? No.
Nope.
All right, cool.
And I'm moving, so I moved 1, 2. Damn, why can't I select my character? 3. What do I see in here?
Bunch of boxes.
Okay.
All right. It goes.
But I can see this. Wait, I can't see through these red boxes, can I?
Yeah, you can. They're more obstructing movement than anything else. The ones outside are kind of obstructing vision a bit. They count as cover. So if you're adjacent to it, you can use it as cover. That's a better way of thinking about it. It is kind of like fucking 40k. You've got to be in the cover to get the benefit. You know what I mean?
Can I tuck like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
For cover? Okay, cool. That's my turn.
So he just rushes out of the cloud and tries to bull rush this guy. He's still acting in scripted because he hasn't been affected yet. It's still kind of going about the way I expected it. And so his brawling attempt succeeds. He does some damage to the tech pistol guy and gets him in a grapple. Does no damage to it. His grapple doesn't damage. I don't know why I notated it that way I did. I am sometimes stupid. She will, seeing the situation kind of unfolding as it is, run in your direction, rushing past you. When she sees Asuras, she'll say, "Letty sent you," and kind of keep looking past you.
Yeah.
Stay down. And points in the direction she's running. So as you kind of turn to look the way she's looking, you see this kind of bright white kind of cackling energy over where the Militech car was.
Ruh-roh.
Mooney.
He is going to take a normal move to move closer, and he's going to take his action to charge the pistol as he moves into cover.
Okay. Are you shooting any specific target?
No, he's using his action to charge.
Charge the pistol. Sorry. Okay, cool. Good turn. And then it'll go to them. She, the leader, you see her kind of jump over onto the boat with a kind of unnatural leap. Once she hits there, she kind of moves over to here. You see her quickly touch a panel on the side of the cargo case. And the second she does so, the top of it just breaks open, and you see steam just rise up out of it. As it breaks open, you watch as a massive drone lifts up out of it.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to move my character just so I can see.
Where's this happening?
This is happening on the boat, man. It's coming out of that big container that was chained down.
Oh, that's opening.
You would notice that it is a very massive looking drone. And it looks like it has very massive weaponry underneath, which seems to be kind of coming online at this point. All right, it goes to them some more. These two are actually going to shoot downrange. They can get kind of an angle to fire over the cover, or rather into the cover. They're shooting at Mooney's position. So they're shooting into the boxes. You watch as they lay down the kind of just barrette of like shots, and the boxes that you're kind of hiding behind just get pretty much evaporated, splinters, and you're kind of like ducking out, trying to kind of dash out of the way, but they obliterate your cover this turn. All right. And, oh, sorry, the guy who's grappling, they're still kind of inscripted, so he is going to, he's going to perform a martial arts maneuver, which, again, you're not able to identify, but lifts him over himself, slamming him into the ground kind of head first. And you watch as the Militech soldier type kind of just lays there still after the maneuver.
Sounds like a pile driver.
Yeah, kind of.
Suplex.
Yeah, more that. And then this one here, having seen Reggie kind of rush past after getting kicked, stumbles forward, spins around the corner.
He's got a. Did he use his move to stand up?
Oh yeah, he did.
Or his action to stand up?
Yeah, that's it.
Move. I can't remember which it is. Yeah.
He stands up.
Sorry.
It's okay. Cyrus. It took the damage on its turn, but it didn't cause them to all fall down. They don't seem to have done anything during the turn, though.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a shot at this guy here.
Okay.
I'm going to jump onto this boxes. Boop. And then... does a 17 hit? Yes, it should.
Yeah. They're moving with static maneuvering, so yeah, you're hitting this guy. Okay.
Yeah.
11, his armor is ablated twice, so he'll take 2 damage. No, 3 times. His armor is ablated 3 times, so he'll take 3.
Okay. And I'll take another shot.
Okay.
That'll miss pretty harshly.
Yeah. Kind of slams into the wall near him. Your weapon is standard condition, so no problems with the weapon. Asuras, done. X, you are... Yeah.
Where are we at in relation to this now? Like, are we
about
close-ish?
So he would have zipped up 120, so you'd be about 80 meters out.
Probably still not
if you turn
close.
if you turn the machine gun on it, you could shoot it, but I don't know what its range is off the top of my head.
What can I, from this distance, see what the giant drone, like manufacturer-wise, anything like that? Kind of
Militech.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe these are called.
You're gonna want to be inside of.
Yeah.
Inside of 50, preferably under 25 yards for you.
All right.
Or what? 80? You said.
Yeah, 80.
Can you can hold an action, right?
You can.
I'm not sure that I want to shoot the Militech drone.
I think I'm gonna do, champ.
Yeah. All right, I will ready.
You got on the crazy boat.
That, you know what? X is all about partying. Let's make some fireworks and do some coke.
You just watch me do it.
Yeah, I'll already in action to use the lay machine gun at something when we get closer.
Okay. Next up is hungry. 24 will put you 24 out, so if you book it.
I squeeze a shot off at somebody.
Well, if you're running, you're running.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but you'll be right basically near the map. You'll be like normal moving for distance.
Can I see anything if I only move 12?
Well, yeah, if you move 12 meters, yeah, you can probably shoot at something. You'll be 18 off board, so you'd be able to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You'd be 24 out from that shot. That person you just kind of moved over, I think.
All right, since I have both of my heavy pistols, I'd like to split the shooting.
You said very heavy or heavy?
I'm pretty sure just heavy.
Yeah, you can fire 2
heavy.
shots.
So yeah, one here and then one here.
Okay.
with this guy. The first one.
All right, so we're 24. That means you need a 20. That's in a miss. Second shot, also a miss. 2 solid shots, just kind of slamming into the walls. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Getting her.
I don't run so good, so I try to shoot him in the back. Yeah. I am going to use movement to get us. You said I'm 80 yards away?
Mm-hmm. If you move 30, you'll be right in 50. And you can take an action as well, like shoot the autocannon.
Will I
So
be
you-
able to move again as that, or is that my full move?
30 is your full move. Yeah, 15 is
30
the
is the
move on the
full-
boat. Yep.
Checking weapon table. '50's acceptable.
Okay.
We'll try it. Yeah, I'll get inside a range, and I'm just going to open fire on Big Boy that's new to the party.
And Tom, you were readying an action to shoot that machine gun, so you can go ahead and flare it up too.
Auto fire.
Mm-hmm.
Auto fire.
Can't wait to miss terribly. Yeah.
I sure did.
Yeah, 12's a miss. And then 15 on. We're at 50. Yeah, that'll miss as well. So you put a shot down. It kind of hits the cargo container, and there's like a bunch of spray at the base of or at the kind of edge of the boat, and kind of on the container a bit as the machine gun kind of starts letting loose. The drone immediately kind of shifts position and kind of turns its weaponry out to sea.
Good answer.
All right, Reggie, you are up.
So what can I see in this warehouse? Like, we're
Boxes.
thinking that it's just
It's
boxes.
just boxes, yeah.
There's no terminals. There's nothing to keep inventory of what's in here. There's nothing that seems unusual.
Not off of first glance, no. If you want to take,
I'm actively yes.
Okay, so if you're using your action to perceive, go ahead and make a perception roll.
Okay.
And on the hollow, you're like, "Sir, what the fuck am I looking for?" As you're kind of like moving around, looking around. Perception 16. Should probably say something similar to what we're looking for before, some sort of terminal. And you see that there is a box present on the wall here. It looks like it is kind of like a small little like server setup. It doesn't look like
Is
it's
it tethered, or can I take it and move with it?
It looks like it's kind of locked onto the wall, and it looks like there are 3 cables that kind of run down to the ground and then kind of move out the door somewhere. Out this door that it's kind of next to, like here. They kind of go out this way.
So the cables are leading it this. Wait, wow,
Leading it out into the middle ground, yeah.
this way.
Uh-huh.
Okay. If I broke those cables, does it intuitively what I think I would have damaged the server? Are they power cables? Are they chains? Is it something to move it?
I'm going to tell you to live your life. If you want to cut the cables, you can do it, or if you don't do it. I'm not going
But they look like cables. They're not like train like a track for
Yeah.
trains. It is cables.
The
Okay,
best
cool.
way to describe it would be it's like one looks like it's about the width of like a heavily kind of like rubbered like Ethernet cable. One of them
Okay.
looks like it's kind of like the thickness of like a power cable, like a power line. And then the last one looks like it is like a series of smaller copper wires that have been kind of wrapped and twisted into like a braid. You can see like yellow, reds, blues, and all these different colors. And this long one kind of, all 3 of them go in the same direction.
Okay. How fortified is this building? Because I'm going to take cover in it.
Well, you moved in, you perceived, you're taking cover in the boxes
I moved
against
one.
the walls. It's mostly kind of just a temporary structure. It's probably going to give you the same offering as like a bulletproof shield for damage capacity.
Okay.
All right.
I'll continue moving in the room, but my turn's done.
The major's going to keep running, just out of sight, out of mind. And then once she gets to a certain distance, you can see her kind of holding her agent up in the air, and she's like smashing on the thing like vigorously. For you, Asuris, the pickup that you're kind of getting is she activated the weapon, while she was inside of the space of the Reaper picked up what was going down and put out a blocker for the phone signal, which stopped her from being able to pull the trigger. So she ran out of the signal range of the buffer and has hit the button. You then watch as a massive pulse of energy fires out of the Militech cannon and goes rippling straight through the space. It seems to have been skewed slightly, just by like the movements of the water and the fight. It hits directly into the 3 people that are on the boat, and you watch as all 3 of them fall to the ground kind of just immediately.
What am I?
The
Oh,
fucking
boat guys- the
Militech
boat guys
super
died?
laser shot a cannon shot at these dudes.
And
Yeah, when you said it deviated, I was like, oh no.
everybody's too far away from her to hear her, but she does seem to be yelling something back at you. Something probably sarcastic. All right, that's their team. Mooney, you're up.
He's gonna move to cover and end his movement over here, but as he moves, he's going to fire off 2 shots, one at each of these Arasaka guys. So these are the... Come on, open up. Yeah, so these are the charged shots from the Arasaka. So
All
the
right.
first one's a 17, and the second one's a 23.
How far are you up?
I'm not sure. This is where I was on the map, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're close enough. Those will both hit. Are you shooting one at each, or are you shooting one guy?
I'm shooting one at each.
Okay, they both fall down.
Oh, nice. Do I need to roll extra damage?
No, you got them with the regular. They were pretty fucked up. And also,
First Chad.
charge shots, half armor.
Oh, okay. Nice. So yeah, he moves over here and...
Oh, charge
shit.
shots are half armor, John?
Yeah, the railgun.
That tech pistol. Oh, never mind.
Oh, shit. I
Oh,
thought this
is it-
was a pillar. This is not a
It
pillar.
is a
This
thing.
is a wall.
Yeah, it
Well, I
goes
would
over
have
to...
taken more than
Yeah,
11
so
damage.
he's going to end his movement there.
No.
Okay, never mind then.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he like...
I'm sorry,
so-
yeah, you would have.
So how much would I... So I took 22. I had
Uh-huh.
11 armor.
So you'd have taken 5 more.
Okay.
Sorry, Chad, continue.
No, I was just going to say, like, the boxes are all destroyed, and Mooney, like, just runs out from cover and, like, pops off 2 shots as he runs.
Okay.
And then runs behind this wall here, so he's out of sight of the
Once you get-
drone and shit.
Once you get to the warehouse, you hear like a very loud humming coming from inside of the warehouse you're against.
Does it sound like it's like a machine that's like part of the structure, or it's something that's like
It's
floating around?
Mechanical or electronic, you're not sure.
Okay.
All right. So, as you kind of are reflecting on the space, you'll see that the automatic kind of clamps remove themselves from the dock for the large boat, and it kind of starts just idling out. It doesn't seem to be moving very fast or anything. It's a big boat. But you'd also see that the back panel just siphones open and cracks open, and individuals start coming out of from underneath the ship. It looks like there's 3 more security operators, and it looks like there's some sort of dude who looks like a very highly armored, wearing Metal Gear armor, Arasaka like super goon. They all rush out. They're wielding the Arasaka assault rifle. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. And the super goon has a very big gun that can't be identified on site yet. Okay. The drone will shoot out at the boat. Bear with me here. I've got to move through so many character sheets now that we're in the fight. You could have just watched it all happen. Okay, so it's going to be firing this 3 times with the weapon that it's wielding. So this is all at the boat. And the bullets that it's wielding are nothing special. So I think this statistically works. You are 50 meters out, so that'll miss.
Oh, this is the drone shooting us?
Yep. So just bullets are flying out and kind of hitting the water, kind of spraying all over the place, splashing all over the place rather. Just a whole lot of missing from the machine guns.
It's all right. We did too. Is it
Maybe
moving at
we
all?
should have offered it some coke.
No, it holds its position, but what you do see is that on the top deck of it, like the top portion of it, you see two things kind of prunk out on top of the AV Gravlevs that are kind of on its side. So two large kind of silos.
Rocket pods, maybe.
Probably missile launchers, yeah.
That's okay. We'll get closer. That's fair.
All right. Asuris, you are up.
So I accidentally hit enter before I meant to, and but anyway, so I rolled a d6, and that's 4 damage.
Oh yeah, so that'll actually cause the drones to drop. They disappear, kind of hitting the ground. It doesn't look like they're very structurally sound. It's just that there are a lot of them, so shooting into them, you have to kind of do it for a while. But you're hitting them all at once, so they drop.
Nice.
Reggie would say, Zurus, there's something on a panel on this wall, and he would point to what he's found.
Okay. Where is it?
There.
Yeah,
Is that correct, John?
That's right. You know the terminals that you kind of hack into in the video game? Those little just kind of like dock stations? That's what's there. But there are 3 plugs coming out, as I described earlier. They go down, hit the ground, and come outside into the middle space.
Oh, shitty shit. I'm sorry, 1 second. So I can move 7 squares, right? 1, 2, 3. And I can get up on these boxes?
You can hop over them. It's not a problem.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait. Am I... Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, God. Okay.
You can see that the wires go outside and then kind of shift to the right.
They go outside and then shift to the right.
Not that far right. So the trail of them will go like this, and then they'll go like that.
Can you
they
draw
go
it
out
on the
this
map,
way.
John? Would you mind just drawing it, please?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry. Thank you.
That's what you see so far.
I'm afraid to, like...
And you said
jack
you were
into that console.
you said you were keeping the cover, right?
By no means do I think
Yeah.
you should jack into it, but I just...
So, apologies. I do have a ready to action that I need to go ahead and trigger. So the turret on the front side of the boat starts shooting into the warehouse, just scattering shots. It is now doing what is called suppressive fire. And as per the way I've written it, it is taking out your cover at current. You need to move your speed now to a different point of cover. The box is at the front of the warehouse here, and the boxes that are behind you do not count. They cannot be used as cover for this purpose. So
Don't we
you,
get like a will save or...
not you. Sorry, it's just her. She's the only one that's in the suppressive. But yes, that is true. Bear with me here. Suppressive. I think it's a evasion roll.
It's a willpower, I think. I'm
Well,
pretty sure it's like
concentration.
concentration.
So yeah, Asuris, go ahead and make a concentration roll. And I'll go ahead and throw my
What is that under?
Awareness.
yeah. So the attack roll is a total of 24. So yeah, you'll fail that check. You need to move to cover, as I stated.
That's still
Okay.
pretty good, though.
So
And
can you tell me again where I can't... So none of this is
yeah, basically, I'll go ahead and draw on these as well, with red. So
they're no good.
this is destroyed. This is destroyed. This is kind of not good, and this is kind of blasted, as it's just kind of and it's very high volume of rounds. In fact, it's so high volume of rounds. Also, because you failed, you're taking 6 damage to the chest. Will just be 1 point of ablation on your armor.
I'm sorry, does Mooney also need to move up to his speed?
No, nobody's shooting at you yet.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
just
I didn't know how.
you kind of move up, looking at the thing. You hear a click, click, and you kind of look out that way and see this bright red tracer kind of moving towards you as it's the sensory light that kind of catches targets. And as you kind of see it, you're like, oh shit. It just starts shooting bullets all over the place. A couple of them kind of scrap off of your armor as you turn around and just dive over the boxes. Reggie kind of tries to get into that cover, but it's just ripped apart. It's not targeting you, though, by the way, Reggie. You're just... You realize as the bullets are hitting, it's just hitting the boxes in front of you at a downward angle.
Okay.
All right. Asura's good turn. Ecstasy, you're up.
Am I close enough to use short circuit on the big drone, or are we still too far
We're
out?
about to get a little closer. If
You
want
have to
hold
be...
action.
You have to be 8 meters out from it. It needs to be the
We are
inner...
not going to get that close.
Okay. Then I guess
But we are going
will...
to get about 25-ish meters.
You might ready up the auto fire, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. So I can roll a 12 again.
I'm using luck.
You lucky duck.
Oops.
Okay.
Let's see some hustle.
I made it.
You are on board.
Wait.
And you still have an action, right? Or did you run to get there?
I still have an action.
Okay, go with it.
I don't see. There's not much for me to do from here. I'm just gonna move.
So if you do move forward and look around the corner, you've been listening to the hollow as they've been kind of yelling back and forth, Asuras and Reggie. And so the line that they're talking about, you see that these wires move over to the shipping container, and the shipping container has a small kind of bend in the corner of it, and the wires go inside.
I would point that out.
I'm opening that container.
Hungry's done. Guinea's up.
I'm moving us inside of 25 meters or yards.
Fire at the drone.
And I'm going to dump a couple bits of luck into this one. Choo-choo-choo. Firing at the drone, yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. X,
18.
not so much.
Modified with luck.
And we are 20, you said?
25.
Right on
I was going inside of 25 to get the lowest DV available.
Right on the nose
Nailed
for what
it.
you needed by 1. So as we discussed, the heavy auto fire for the autocannon means that the first over is actually doubled. So the 7 will actually do 14. As it kind of slams into the target, you'll notice that its very heavy armor seems to not be scuffed by this indirect hit.
Son of a bitch.
It kind of catches it
Which is fine.
on one of its very kind of sharp surfaces, and just you can see the bullet actually go off of it. Oh, bullets rather. Okay, cool.
Tom, you want to shoot at it?
He did.
I tried. I did not
you
succeed.
did too. Okay.
Yeah.
Reggie.
I might be going swimming here shortly.
Oh, I might join you.
This, I want to rip this open and see what's inside
So
it.
it's still suppressing fire. It's kind of like XCOM if you've ever played it. It's still shooting its bullets during this turn until its next turn starts. So if you want to move through that space, you'll need to make a willpower roll, or you have to rush the other direction.
What would my willpower roll be? What would the DV be?
I have to roll again, so it's contested. So I'll have to roll it. You have to decide to do that before I make the roll.
I understand. So if I moved... Hey, Gijo, how did you do the movement thing that you did to measure it?
Q.
Q.
Pick up your token and press Q. Or just slide the ruler and press Q.
Oh.
Clever.
Look at y'all
Yeah,
learning
we'll go
new
there.
things.
I just see a bunch of colored arrows.
Okay, go ahead and throw it.
At here, I'll roll it.
Yeah, as you're kind of stepping into that position.
I'm going to spend my luck. I'll spend 2 points.
Okay. Not so great on this one. Yeah, you beat it. You're able to kind of brush through the covering or through the suppressive fire. It kind of there's like a and then like a target detection, then as it kind of shoots more bullets, and you use that kind of gap in the moment to rush outside. The shipping container looks like it's locked with a padlock. Cheap one though, and as you kind of get up to it, there's definitely a discrepancy between the air around you, which is kind of like ocean air cool, and the hotness coming off of this shipping container. It's warm.
I found our server. I want to rip it open. Does it look like I can rip it open with a body of 12?
You can attempt to. So this
Let's
would be a
do
feat
it.
of strength, so athletics. Yeah. Just the padlock's little, like, not terribly well made metal just shatters into like pieces, and you kind of pull open the thing and look inside, and there is a single server like uh, cabinet laying on its back. You see packs of ice kind of laying next to it, which are very similar to like packs you'd buy like an ice machine, and just laying next to it, and it's kind of glowing hot. And yeah, it definitely looks like there's a couple of icons that occasionally appear in the server space that appear to be like small little skeleton men kind of moving down along the little panels on the
So if I grab it by
display.
the cord, will that pull it, or is it too big for that?
You don't have an action right now. You
No,
just
but I'm
ripped the
just saying,
door open.
I'm looking at it, but if I'm trying to plan, like, does
So-
it look like I can move? Because if it's red hot and I grab it, it's going to burn the fuck out of my hands, right?
let me explain. Like this is a phone.
Okay.
This is a cable that goes into. Oh, I can't reach. It doesn't reach. But a cable that goes into a phone. If you pull on the cable,
It'll
it's
just
just
come
gonna
out.
come out.
That's just what I'm wondering how hard it's tethered.
Not very.
Okay, well, I think I have more movement.
Okay, so you move into the box.
Yep.
Okay. Next up is the Militech drive team. You're pretty sure she's making it to the car this turn. She'll probably be leaving next. The Major's done here. She did what she could. Okay, so Mooney, you're up. You're muted if you're talking, sorry.
Sorry. So, how tall are these boxes with the red lines around them?
You mean on the shipping containers? Or the ones
Over here,
inside?
yeah.
Oh, the ones inside are only about 4.5 feet tall.
Oh, okay. So they're not like total cover.
They're mountable. They're
Well-
not. Yeah.
Okay, so where's Hungry and everybody else?
Are you going into that? I mean, they're where you can see them if you can see them. If not, then you're just moving blind. But
Yeah,
are you?
I am trying to figure out where everybody else went, and I know that like this area over here is basically being saturated with bullets.
No problem. Yeah. Are you moving into the space or no?
You can
Is there
see me.
cover over there?
Yeah. I mean, there's the shipping containers.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So he'll move over here,
Okay.
right about there, and then I guess he'll use his action to start charging his pistol again.
Okay. All right.
So Reggie's currently inside this shipping container.
Yes. And there appears to be a server here. It's red hot.
I don't know if everyone's going to get the reference that I'm about to make, but when Max Tack like tries to kill you because you've been a bad boy, and they kind of make that noise. The guy on the back of the boat does that movement exactly. As he does so, Reggie, you're kind of looking down at the wires, and you kind of hear the and kind of look over your shoulder. You see a man kind of just move into the position, wearing very ornate-looking, kind of high, very prime armor, metal gear. And as he kind of hits that position, raises his arm up, and you see out of the top of the arm a rocket launcher appear, and he's just holding it there. Looks like he's readying.
The fire at the server or what?
Looks like he's
Where's he
targeting.
ready?
He looks like he's aiming it at you.
Okay.
Oh shit, my dude.
I
Sir,
can't see. I
Can I
can't
talk
see
as a
these
free
figures
action?
on the other side of the boat, can I?
yeah, you can talk as a free action.
What's to stop me from blowing this server up?
You
The
kill me,
shotgun.
I kill you.
Reaper?
That's all he says. And again, 3-second round, so we don't have a large amount of time to time.
Okay.
Asuras.
Is this thing done like suppressing me?
It just went through its cycle, so yes. And sorry, I do have a couple of other shots to throw. Let me get those out of the way real quick.
What the hell?
I forgot about shooting at the boat.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Should be a lot easier now.
I got one, and it's shooting directly at the boat, by the way. So,
Oh, dick.
I think that the SDP value it's reducing by. It has an SP value for the vehicle outside. No.
No.
Okay, so I think it halves
You
damage.
gotta be level 5 to armor a vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So then, yeah, it's just going to do 8 structural damage points to it with the machine or the auto fire.
Just 8?
Yeah, and then the rocket launcher, which is probably where
Sounds worse.
I'll probably miss with that.
we'll see.
I ain't
Better. I didn't even get any coke yet.
Should have brought Coke from home.
I can't die. I haven't done enough drugs.
Yeah. It'll actually miss.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, the rocket goes high. It flies out for a bit, but it doesn't make it all the way across the canal. Kind of stops short and kind of falls, and then a large detonation kind of happens. It's at this point that you kind of like look, snap over it to see where it hits, and then kind of snap back. That in your sight line, as you're kind of flaring it this way and that, you see blue and red flashes from the way you originally came in here, kind of moving towards you. They're a ways off, but they're definitely headed this way.
Wild. Wild information.
This is
This means it's a party.
This is a party. X on your shoulder, hype manning.
Are we introducing faction number 4 into the fight?
NCPD, yeah. Or NPCPD.
Listen,
I don't think they have a
There's been-
chance.
There's been coke, there's been explosions, and now there's the cops. This is a great Friday night.
X, did you?
You skipped me.
Oh, I did. Sorry, SRS go.
You rascal.
I am such a villain.
Don't rush me after skipping me, John.
Damn,
up, Joe.
he was suppressing you now.
Hurry up.
Oppressing
now
you.
you're oppressing me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like
Can I
fire
bring-
2 shots
As I see you
into
shooting,
this.
I'd say there's a rocket launcher.
Babe, I'm not going over there.
Please don't.
I'm
Okay.
not going over there. I'm gonna fire 2 shots into this panel.
Okay. Yeah, no need to roll. You blast the panel out. As you do so, you hear like kind of a sizzle, and then you hear a as the rocket launcher flies into the container.
Oops.
He probably misses too.
No, probably not.
Got 2 points of luck. Can I evade a rocket?
You can,
Should
but
be able to.
it's
In a fucking shrapnel?
it's not about the evading,
No, it's about being in a box.
right? Which I am going to be applying a modifier to.
You can still evade explosions.
I don't know about shrapnel.
I'm
It
gonna.
just puts you outside of the explosion. I'm telling you about the book, man.
No, I know what it says. I'm just saying, like, it's yeah, kind of down the barrel. So I'm putting a penalty on his evasion roll, because he has limited options. Bear with me here for a second. This is crazy.
He did predict his own demise, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he did say there were a lot of options that involved him dying. I don't know if this was in the list, but, you know, it's...
Oh, this is
This
fucking
is the
crazy.
third one that he forgot about, where both happened.
Yeah.
This is nuts. I'm sorry. Hold on a second here.
Die!
Oh, I've got to do it to him. Do it to him. Okay.
Oh, your dice.
I am working on it. I just need to make sure that the
Listen, it takes a long time to gather up 80 virtual D6, okay?
No, I'm looking for the stats for a specific type of explosion. Cuz it's not just a regular rocket.
It's a little one.
It's an anti-Reggie rocket.
It's a never kill.
Dan seeking.
It's a Dan seeking rocket.
I mean, I feel like I did pretty damn well figuring out and doing all the things.
Oh, no, you got
get
to the-
into the thing.
You got to the right space. It definitely.
Yeah.
There were definitely different options to getting to this point, but yeah.
You did much better than
I'm
the
happy
boat
with it.
party. I mean,
think
the
I've
boat
done-
party's having a lot more fun out here, but
Yeah, you're on a boat.
Okay.
Yeah, I am gonna have to outrun the cops after this.
Again, it's Good Friday night, man.
You're welcome to go overboard if you want.
Right. Okay, so, yeah, it's not what I thought. Different thing. So, yeah, shooting you with a rocket.
You're still dead, Dan.
You're just dead in a different way.
I mean, does he take any kind of penalties for like dying?
Can there be a firework effect that is just Dan's face up in the sky?
Okay, so go ahead and make your evasion roll.
I'm gonna
Okay.
give him a point of luck.
I'm gonna use 2 points of luck.
Cool.
Can I donate luck too?
Yeah,
Hell
don't think-
yeah!
Can you
Okay.
really?
I'm allowing it for
I
these
wanna
games, yeah.
give-
Oh yeah, if we can donate luck, I'm gonna donate too.
I don't even know where my luck is.
Have 4 more.
3,
Okay, you
7,
can have 2 more.
9.
So it looks
You know
like
what?
we're at
Go
a
with it. I'll give him another one. I'm down to 0.
+9.
10.
Now keep in mind, I've also set a penalty for him being in the box because again he has
Uh-huh.
one option out. So that said, go ahead and make your roll. Evasion.
Okay.
And he has
So
a
how
plus.
mu- what's
how
my
much? What was the
plus
bonus
what?
for luck?
I
10
did
points.
2. 10.
10
Between-
plus 10.
All
Okay.
of us.
Fuck, guys. I'm like,
Throw it.
I'm nervous. Let's
Look,
do
if
this.
you roll poorly, you can just
Okay.
go be with your girlfriend. again.
33. How's that?
So you had a -8 for the roll, so you do succeed. The only option for you to move out of the blast radius is to move next to him.
Oh, dude, that's where I was wanting to go. That's fucking perfect.
Okay, and that's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Ready?
Can I go here?
Are you ready? Are you ready for my red deck of insanity?
Yes.
So that triggers a shit ton of ready actions.
Okay. Can I evade again?
Yeah, you can evade all day long. No, there's
Dance
no,
all day.
yeah, there's no penalties here now. It's just regular good old fashioned shooting. So then it would go to first things first, the turret. It is firing its shot. Go ahead. You said you were evading, so make the roll.
So I've not set my evasion DC, correct? I have to evade every attack.
If you are wanting to evade every attack, you have to decide that before I roll.
I want to. Yeah, I'm out in the open. I'm evading.
Okay. Then yeah, so you're gonna roll against that. Okay, and then I'm going to attack you.
But all that luck and shit, all that is done.
That
Oh
was
yeah,
just
yeah,
the one
just the
roll, yeah.
one.
Just for the one. Okay.
So the 3 guys on the side carton are going to fire their very heavy pistols into you. And they are using smart pistols, which means the ones that miss, I'll have to re-roll with a +10. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and make your 3 evasion rolls. 20, 9, and 18.
If you re-roll with a +10, I don't.
No, just roll your evasion rolls. 29 and 18. First one hits.
2.
Second one misses. Third one misses. So I'm going to roll 1d10 plus 10 for smart gun ammunition. And 1d10 plus 10. Sorry, I did not get this set up. I already told Zach I'm a terrible referee. So those will still miss despite the smart gun. So the only damage that you'll take on this one is the 16 from the first hit. And that'll be straight to the chest.
Which it'll blade 10 down to 9, and I'll
Right.
take 6.
Yep.
I'm not even seriously wounded yet.
Yep.
Nice.
Hungry, you're up.
Does this guy slump at all with the rocket?
No.
Okay.
He's not even bothered.
A server.
Oh no, they're not control. There's not. This isn't battle droids, you guys.
No, but wasn't there the server in the shipping container? Did it get?
Yeah, it got rocketed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see? I can't see enough of this person to shoot him, right? Since they're like backs to the.
Yeah. That's right.
I got blown up.
They're in cover. You can shoot at the cover and try and get rid of it by putting holes through it.
Yeah, I'll just fire off 2 shots right in that general direction.
Okay.
Did the cover already take damage from that rocket?
Yeah.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah, wouldn't they take any fucking damage?
No, they're on the other side of the container. They're behind cover. The cover has to be destroyed first. It wasn't destroyed.
Not an explosion. If
Oh.
it gets destroyed, they take the rest of the damage if it's an explosion.
Wait, wasn't the server
Gotcha.
damaged by the explosion?
So the shipping container would have the same structural damage points as a car, which is what, 50?
As a car?
Yeah, it's solid iron. Shipping
Yeah,
containers.
there's damage listings for like an iron door, an iron wall.
What's the iron doors?
Give me 1 second.
Iron door. No exact match. You lied to me.
Bank vault door,
It wouldn't be that.
bulletproof windshield,
It'd be way more
metal
than that.
door is 20.
20. So it didn't get through.
Okay.
19 is what I did on the rocket explosion.
Okay, so now Joe breaks it with his gun.
Joe can shoot through it with a pistol and then shoot through it again with another shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Okay.
I shoot
Hell
through
yeah,
in
bro.
that general direction at the cover.
2 shots.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you'll hit the cover, and at your current range, you will, looks like 8 meters, you will miss 15. You need to beat
I
the
hit.
difficulty value. And so you just hit it on the nose. So it means that you shot through it and kind of lined up the shot, and it kind of winged him, but didn't like actually hurt him at all.
Right, but there's a hole there now.
Yeah,
Like,
so he has no cover unless he
Chill,
moves.
all right.
Right, and that shot didn't destroy the whole shipping container. It doesn't just like fizzle away into ash or anything. Each wall has like a 1 or so hit points left. All right, Hungry Dun Guinea up.
Yeah, we're still just 25. Did you skip X?
I think maybe.
I totally did.
You must have.
Sorry, X. I'm assuming you were ready for the shooting, right? Or are you going to shoot?
I guess I'm also like I'm gonna guess that going swimming would probably not be a good idea, but I kind of need to.
The boat's about 40 feet tall, or 30 feet tall, and the dock is the boat's about 40, the dock's about 30.
Yeah, we're not seeing anything on the other side of the boat. We can only just see like the turrets and the
Drone.
drone.
Alright. Yeah, I guess already another shot to continue shooting horribly.
I'm going to shoot and then move in, as I'm going to be entering a worse range somehow. So, 16,
And you needed a 17.
didn't I?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, we're getting closer. I don't remember what he needed for. Let me ping that for him. Yeah, he wouldn't have gotten there either.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're getting this. Fuck this turret, this drone. We're not getting anywhere with this.
Lots of
I'm
bullets are
just
fired.
getting in real close.
Do
Say?
you want to move at all? Like
Yeah. I wanna get in. We were 25 meters away. I can move 30.
Yeah, you could bump up against it if you wanted to.
I don't want to collide with it
Okay.
because that'd be a waste. Because
All
I'm
right.
guessing that that's a tougher boat.
It is.
But we're gonna angle right and sort of head west a little bit towards the stern of the larger ship.
Okay. And yeah, the boat's kind of actually on the map facing the wrong direction. I would presume, right? No, you came into it.
Yeah. We came from the northeast,
Here.
so we're basically where the boat is now.
I'm gonna do you coolness. I'm gonna try and give you control of the boat token.
Well, where we are now is
Go ahead.
more or less where we should be
Okay.
as far as the map tokens go. But
Gotcha.
yes, I do have control
Um,
over it now. It's very exciting.
Reggie, you are up.
One of us is dying here. Do a pressure point strike.
Okay. Evasion on my side, right?
21.
One second. I have to sort through the people.
Hey, you're fine. I understand. I have troubles with one character sheet, John.
Yeah. His evasion. There we go.
He's like heavily armored. His reflex should be shit. He's got negative modifiers to it, right?
Yep. Currently has an 11 reflex though.
Wow.
Or no, I'm sorry, 12 reflex.
Wow.
Yeah, you rush forward with it, and he kind of just blocks your arm out of the way.
By like 1 point.
Yeah, and as he's doing it, you can hear the snap as the rocket launcher like descends back into his arm, and he kind of knocks your hand away.
Okay.
It was actually by 4 points. The attack it rolls at the top. The damage is at the bottom. You did a shit ton of damage, baby, if you'd hit, but you didn't. Moving
Isn't like
on.
Metal Gear like -6 or some shit?
-4, I think. Let me
Thought it
double.
was something. Thought it was,
I'm
like
look-
I honestly never wanted to. I don't ever want to get it.
I'm looking at my shit. Hold on. It's sorry, no. It's not Metal Gear. I'm a dumb.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, never mind.
It is very heavy. It's the -4 one.
Okay.
It's the
Well, shit. Well, it's alright. I still would have done it.
heavy armor jack.
I still would have. I will. I'll move then.
Okay.
Continue my movement. Well, guys, that doesn't look like it'll work.
There's a lot of that going around.
Oh shit! I don't want to run.
It's your Asuras. Or both. It's
Get out.
definitely not neither. It's definitely not.
Okay.
Alright. We're done with the drive team. Mooney, you're up. In all honesty, the situation is pretty.
Can I roleplay real quick?
Yeah.
Make sure nothing. There's no Tracer Reaper. That's it. That's all I say.
Alright, Mooney.
Please, for me.
You were saying that I can tell the situation is
Pretty dire. Yeah, there's a guy who's moving with very, very quick speeds, like probably kind of up-chromed compared to your normal punk you've been skewering out here. He might be a problem, and he's still got 3 guys with him, a drone, and 2 turrets, which on their initiative are going to shoot it down. But yeah, you can definitely stay and fight if you want. I'm okay with that. And also, on the holo, you probably heard Guinea say that the cops are on their way.
right.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I did want to mention that.
Are they coming from outside the warehouse, or are they coming from the water?
Water.
From the sea.
Okay. He says to Hungry, he says, "We should think about getting out of here." And you said, what? Like this cover was kind of destroyed by the rocket.
The red cover was, but the cover in between you and the red cover is still active.
Okay, so basically, this whole shipping container isn't here.
It's not the whole shipping container. It's just that edge of the shipping container.
It's been blown to hell.
So,
you could probably
You'd have to
get through it
move
after a shot or
like
two.
here, or
If I
don't
move
know where
here,
the-
will I have a clear shot on this guy?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, then that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to use what from right here. That was 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to shoot both my charge shots at him, and then I'm going to move back around.
Throw.
So first and second.
He'll dodge the first one. He'll take the second one.
Okay. You want me to roll another d6?
2d6, yeah.
So it's a total of 16.
His armor is at 13. It'll ablate once after this, but 13 minus 15 is 2.
-2.
Okay.
Okay.
And then he, like I said, he moves back around the shipping container. I think he's like right here.
All right. Mooney done. It'll go to them. The drone turns around, and this turret here will fire as well. All of them are targeting Reggie.
What all is targeting me?
All of the things. So as you kind of say that, like to him, one of us is dying here. the one that seems to be the Reaper lead, the guy in the cool helmet, says, "I can't die," and then all of the guns will start shooting at you. So the 3 guys with the pistols are going to shoot 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and throw your evasions, and again, smart pistols. So, yeah. First one will hit, second one will miss, and third one. Okay.
It's like when I know I hit it and it just doesn't spawn, and then I have to click it again.
Okay. So I got 2 smart gun attempts here. Baby cat. And sorry this is going a little long, folks. So I don't think those work anyway. Okay, so you'll take the damage from the first one, which will be 12 to the chest. Why is it saying this? Oh, okay.
Ablates me down to 8.
Yeah,
9 minus 12.
They have the same handgun as the security officer, and the same reflex as well. Well,
they have the same fucking reflex. Oh,
no.
As the officer. I'm gonna say I'm running.
The light armor.
Gone.
The light armor guys. They have the same reflex as the officer who's wearing heavy armor. So yeah, they're 8s. They're just normal 8s. Again, remember they're Arasaka.
Yeah.
And then the drone.
Wait, this big fuck is this thing active now?
Oh, the drone.
It's been active.
It's been active. It's been shooting at the boat.
Oh.
It turned around on you because you did a bad thing. So it's going to fire 3 times. Go ahead and make your evasion rolls. The first one's definitely a miss. And then the last one might hit.
So am I rolling? Do I have to roll against the first roll? Is what I'm asking.
You declare evasion.
I'm not rolling against a fucking 6.
Okay, no. Let me explain to you something.
Oh,
before the attack roll is rolled,
I understand,
and you said earlier you're globally doing it.
I remember now. I declare evasion or using cover, and that's that. So I rolled a 23, but I still have to keep rolling against every single attack.
Yeah, you definitely beat the 8. Let's see if you can beat the 21. You certainly beat that. Okay, cool. And then the turret, which just has one of the drone firing assault rifles. You're dodging, so go ahead. Yep, and then last but not least, we actually moved to boss. Who is going to... yeah, I'm gonna melee weapon you, like, a lot. The individual's other arm, not the rocket arm, breaks open, and this massive kind of device pops out. It looks like a piston with like a massive like blade at the tip, and he kind of reaches it forward, and it like juts out towards you. So go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and make my attack rolls here, and then you, goddamn, go ahead and make your evasion rolls. So I am trying to hit your evasion, which means that you will have blocked that first one. And then go ahead and throw the second one. Yeah, you definitely dodged it. I'm having a great day, guys. This should be a lot more murder than it is.
I mean, you're really trying. I appreciate it.
Asuras.
We spent like 20 minutes talking about how cool that gun is on the front of my boat, and it can't hit shit.
Well, you suck at it. You should have grabbed somebody who has auto fire trained.
Well, they can't drive the boat, can they? You decided to go in the car, mister. I don't want to hear a word out of you.
Okay, so real quick, because it's getting late and I am apparently rolling bad, I think my last attempt is kind of beyond me. If you folks say you're retreating at this point, I can go ahead and like narratively explain how you do that successfully without dying.
I want to tell you what I've literally said over and over again.
The luck on my side has been really poor, and I'm okay with narratively describing how you barely get out of here alive. If you're okay with that.
So I need to be role-played into leaving.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, let me go ahead and satisfy it this way. Better. Asuras, are you staying or leaving?
I'm leaving.
Okay. Mooney, are you staying or leaving?
Mooney's leaving.
Then as soon as it... So,
hold on, shut up, Dan. You had your time to speak. You speak too much. Hungry, are you staying or leaving?
I would be leaving, but not before Reggie is coming with us. I would say,
Okay.
God damn it, it's time to get out of here, Reg.
You ain't bringing her back. Or something like that. That'd be dope. Okay, cool. And then, are you guys, again, it's probably going to be like 3 more turns before the cops are in shooting distance, so moving is probably a good choice. Like,
Can I try and punch him one more time before we leave?
I get to shoot at you a shit ton of times if you try to fight me.
I want to punch and run.
It'll take too long.
Yeah, I'm telling
They're
you.
still gonna shoot at you.
You're not going to be able
I'll
to.
run.
You're not going to be
I'll
able to
run.
action
I'll
run. So that's what I'm saying.
We'll get him next
I want to
time,
stun him, dude.
We'll get him next time.
Okay.
Stun him.
So what I'll explain to you happens. This is how it goes. The cops start kind of maneuvering, right, and trying to head out that way. The boat starts flaring up to the north side because you know you're not going to beat them to the partition, the split at the southern portion of the bay. So you head north, and you're pretty sure you can lose them in the canalways out that way, possibly moving into sewer spaces if need be. The boat might get banged up a little bit in this. I need you to make a boat pilot. As that's continuing, Hungry, just, hoofing it. You see Reggie kind of like wanting to fight, but when you kind of bark at him, he definitely comes a calling and rushes out. As you're running, you'll see that all of the individuals, the bio drones, kind of look like they're about to tail, and then they all kind of snap and turn like towards the waterway. And at this point, you can actually see the red and blue kind of like flashing on the walls of the canal and around as they get closer. You can also hear the din of an AV descending down as an NCPD AV starts to descend. Not Max TAC, just SWAT. You rush out to the vehicles. It does, or sorry, no, the Militech car is gone. Just one vehicle. You get into the vehicle and drive. Mooney, since you are hopping into the vehicle kind of sweaty and hot, I need you to make a driving roll to see if you can lose any possible tails from the sky and from security
my
cameras.
last 2 luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my last 2 luck as well. Where are all my skills?
I really tried to murder the shit out of you.
Out of you being Dan or you being everybody?
I rolled 5, no, Dan at the end. I rolled like 5 fumbles, you son of a bitch. Like, no crits.
And I finally stopped rolling 1s and 2s.
Yeah, I hate you. I should have you dead.
On technique. Control. There we go. So that's with a +4, so that's 29.
The 2 of you are able to get your respective vehicles out of sight and out of mind, but you lose tail as to what's happening on the docks. You have no idea what's happening there. As shit starts to quiet down, you start jumping onto the scream sheets, looking at, library searches, checking, and so far as to say, in the immediate aftermath, nothing. And that's where we'll end the session for the evening. Thanks for watching those that did, and we will see you next time on Dark Skies tomorrow night. Ciao.